wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gap. That's Dalitha. I am Travis.
Everybody.
And it is Monday, and that means it is time for Monday Night Raw.
It is Monday Night Raw time. Monday Night Raw time.
Whoop, whoop. We're actually on a little bit early, so Raw hasn't even actually started yet.
Wrong channel, that's why it hasn't started. Usually helps if we're on the right channel to watch it. It's probably already started.
I did. And
Look, it has. People are saying stuff in it.
they should be saying stuff. So we do have an egg story that is still going. It's going to go all night long. Vince McMahon is at Monday Night Raw. He is going to get the egg more over than any wrestler from NXT.
He's going to get the egg over?
Yeah.
He's going to get the egg over.
It's going to be the star that no NXT person could ever hope to achieve.
The egg. Anyways, we got Walter out there. He says he will see us at 9 p.m. for Raw, though. Sophie's in the chat. Aaron's out there. Of course, Yeti was in there for a second. Brian's out there. Ayla's with us, and Ravi's with us. Hey, guys. How's it going? Everybody enjoy their weekend?
The $100 million egg.
Have a good weekend and all that good stuff. Ayla says, hey.
See? Cleopatra's egg. The egg's going to probably get one of the best entrances in the history of the sport.
Sophie is like, did YouTube somehow mess up your stream last night?
It always does, doesn't it? No, I screwed it up this time. That's my fault.
Sophie says The Rock couldn't come last night because of filming a movie and COVID restrictions. And Robbie says, what up, yo? Aaron's like, I hate Vince. Mm-hmm. And Robbie's like, D, excited for Vince, haha.
You guys, are you guys excited to see the egg get more over than Keith Lee? The egg's going to get over more than Karrion Kross. Johnny Gargano. What's the other guy's name? Adam Cole.
All that
They got to interview every one of their superstars, and I wonder if they're going to keep it going. By the way, they got a huge payday from this Red Cross, or whatever the name of this movie is.
Red Notice?
Red Notice. A huge payday for this.
I like that.
And they're just keeping it going. So they're going to do it on Raw. They'll probably keep it going until SmackDown. Look at Vince. He's so pissed.
Nothing. No clues. Nothing.
Well, maybe you shouldn't put Adam Pearce on your investigative team for $100 million egg. Wouldn't you have, like, real
investigators?
detectors?
Most likely. We have Pico out there. We have Janelle Jackson in the chat
Hey,
with
Janelle.
us. Raren's like, egg is love, egg is life. Pico says, welcome to Raw Egg, right? And Janelle says, I really think Roman Reigns took that egg, and I think they're building up slowly to The Rock versus the Tribal Chief.
That would be an interesting storyline.
Sophie says, I haven't watched Red Notice yet. We have not either. Ayla says,
The authorities came with a
salmonella.
search warrant and searched the entire place.
But Ayla's all about the salmonella. Yummy. And Pico's like,
Yummy.
5 egg scrambler with hash on the side. Main event tonight.
Oh, they're getting fired. No, there's some surveillance footage.
To be honest, we do have some surveillance footage. A report. A sizable one.
They get to keep their job.
Pico says, I may have egg on my face watching this show. Yeah, you probably do, Picola.
There it is. If somebody brings him the egg, they will have an opportunity to face Big E tonight for the championship.
Uh-oh. Sophie says, is this setting up a Rock versus Roman feud?
This is setting up Brock versus Big E for the championship.
Yeah, Randy Orton.
Maybe even a Bobby Lashley.
Picola's like, so I'm here, but we'll watch some Tampa Bay Bucks football. Fantastic, Picola. Well, I'm glad that you're here. What are you having for dinner tonight? Ayla says, who are you going to call about tossed salads and scrambled eggs, Frasier theme song? Who are you
Ted
gonna call
Danson.
about it? Why would you call Ted, though? He's not in that.
He's in there every once in a while.
Yeah, only because he becomes a guest on it from Cheers.
Wasn't he doing a show called Becker or something around that time?
No. Yeah.
No, yeah.
What did you do? Oh, God.
Who the fuck is it? Oh, oh my God. I'm like, who is this guy?
I was going to
Look at Randy's face. It's me, Riddle. Pretty good, right?
I'm going to be you.
Get his mustache.
He's a lame ass.
He's talking like Randy. We're trying to. Look at Randy's face.
Got a lot of sweet nicknames.
Look at it. He's even got the glue or tape on his face. I'm about to zigzag you into your own bleach blonde nightmare. Most dangerous. Look at Randy's face. Okay. Be like me.
Not be me. Be like me.
I'm already there. I'm hearing voices. Look at it.
Oh, God.
Randy's music. It said I'd be like me, not be me. I'm already there. I'm hearing voices.
Oh. That's terrible. It looks like you're going to call Dr. Fraser Crane. That's right. Somebody says with SummerSlam being in July and 28 days after Money in the Bank, they don't have that much time to build storylines and feuds for both pay-per-views. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord.
He doesn't have knee pads on, so it looks goofy. I can't Randy. What?
He's like, oh, my God.
Which one's which? Right, Riddle has the long hair. Okay, I got it. They're hard to tell apart.
He has hair on his head, so it's different. He kicked his shoes off, not like he normally. He's all like,
He's gonna get up there and do this.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. Look at him.
Oh, shit. Pickle's like, baby Stack got some
There it
leftover
goes.
fried rice from this morning.
He
breakfast.
did it.
That's interesting. It's the best form of flattery.
Imitation, yes.
Randy Orton's like, angry face, and Ayla says, so Indigo has hand, foot, and mouth disease. Won't be bringing over April's gift anytime soon.
Oh. That's, I've heard of that, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon.
It's not uncommon. It really isn't.
Oh, shit.
Basically, she just has a fungus.
It's like thrush or something.
Yeah, it's thrush. It's a fungus.
Oh!
As Robbie says, Sophie, when does WWE build for pay-per-views? And Sophie says, at least they got plenty of time to build for the day one pay-per-view.
If they decide to.
That's the choices.
Hopefully they don't keep Liv Morgan on TV all the way till then.
Oh,
I'm hoping that they hurry and get that one over with in the next couple weeks with Becky, and then let Becky move on to greater
and greener pastures. Robbie says, LOL, who's your mate, D? I'm pretty sure that was Randy Orton's twin.
Randy Orton and Randy Orton Jr. He's like a foot shorter than Randy.
That's funny. Sophie's like, I unsubscribed from Joe the Best.
Oh, no.
Why? Why would you unsubscribe him?
What
That's
did he
weird.
do?
Luna's like, I thought that was legit Pete Dunne for even a second.
You know, when I first walked up, I was like, who is that? Like, is that an NXT champion? Then I'm like, oh my God, that's Riddle.
You're like, oh my God, that's Riddle B. Randy.
I thought it was an NXT
I didn't
champion.
say be me. I said be like me.
That's hilarious.
So he says, wow, that was the first time I heard Dee laugh. And Robbie's like, Sophie, why is that? Ayla says, you're so odd, Sophie. And so he says, I didn't go on his streams that much. You know what? I don't go on most of the streams I'm subscribed to, but I still say I'm subscribed to them because it supports them. Ayla says Sophie not too worried about it, but doctor said it's a virus. Although she didn't mean to say Sophie, just not too worried about it, but doctor said, oh yeah, it's a virus. It's contagious. Just make sure that you guys don't get it. Besides, Oz getting it. Vindicator's in the chat though. Vindicator says, hey guys, I'm back. Did you miss me? I always miss you when you're not around then. You don't understand the heartache I go through when you don't show up.
We are missing Randy Orton and Riddle until just a few minutes ago.
Says, feels like I've been gone for like 24 hours. I know.
It's been a minute.
It was a
24.
very long-ass 24 hours, though. It's terrible. Ayla says, I didn't mean to say your name in that last message. My bad, Sophie. And Robbie says, oh, Liv's going to be thrown down our throats, haha. And Vindicator's like, I'm okay with that, Robbie.
No, you're not, because every time she'll come out, it'll be against, like, Carmella, so you'll leave.
Yeah, you're not going to stick around to see her. Think you're funny.
Every time they go to push her, they push her against other people that you don't like, so you just leave. Like, I can't watch this shit.
Robbie's like, so Big E in the main event again? Who knows what he's doing? I don't know if that's really in the main event, but we just thought it was kind of
It's fine. You're supposed to put your champions in the main event.
We were being sarcastic and funny, you know.
Will he be...
Sophie says, I was on a different YouTube channel last night for most of the night. They are an awesome couple called A&B React or something like that. Cool. Good for you. It was like she has sores all over and not like she's not used to bad skin anyway. Oh, poor baby.
Thing.
She's just got the worst luck, that poor little girl.
So since it's a virus, is it her immune system? Is it weakened? Does she have a weak immune system?
No, Thrush is actually
Or is she just busting through all this stuff?
Yeah, just kind of busting through it. Thrush is very contagious. It's kind of like chickenpox, really. It's pretty contagious. Roberto says, hello, I didn't see all of the Survivor Series, but I did see Charlotte Flair and Becky.
That was a pretty good match, wasn't it?
He says, I passed out sleeping. Well, you saw probably one of the better matches of the night.
Yeah, it literally, it went downhill the whole night. Like, it started out really good, and it was good the whole time. And then the last three matches kind of had, like, a very... You could easily fall asleep. I could understand that.
Yeah, it was bad.
The main event lasted about 21 minutes too long. I think it lasted 21 and a half minutes. But I mean, I was glad. I just wish I would have saw Roman decimate him, kind of like
Brock Lesnar
versus
somebody.
Ricochet or something.
Right. Vindicator's like, yeah, that's true, Travis. Now I know I've been around this chat for a long, long time. Thanks for putting up with me.
No prob.
Sophie says, it seems like I found most of these YouTube channels during the pandemic before it. I have never heard of these channels before. You know, and a lot of them, Sophie, didn't start until the pandemic because they didn't have anything else to do with their lives and refused to work. So they think they're going to make millions off of
millions!
YouTube. It's kind of sad because you won't, right? You really won't make millions off YouTube unless you do something really weird and maybe
made $100 on air.
Infamous, I guess you could say. And then that. It was like, I don't know, her cousin got it from school and gave it to Indy. Yep, exactly.
Her
That's
cousin,
why I said extremely contagious.
Ayla?
Was it the cousin Ayla, right? Was it that one? Lieutenant Mother says, that's Zoe. Janelle says, how did you guys feel about Survivor Series last night? I thought it was a solid show and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was okay. Like, I have no complaints about it. There was a couple matches that slowed it down towards the end, but it was fine. All right, it looks like we got Dolph Ziggler.
Cosplay, but it's fine.
Dolph Ziggler in there with Riddle or Randy. Lil Randy. Look at it. He reminds me of one of those 205 guys I pretty sure got cut a while back. But
Sophie says, what time do you eat dinner on Thanksgiving in Idaho? As
probably
says,
right
when the
around
turkey
2.
is done. It depends, right?
Yeah, every family eats a little bit different times.
So Travis and I, when we would do it with his family and stuff, we'd probably do it about 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
My family tends to do it about 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
My family always did it around 2 growing up.
Yeah.
But try to fit everybody's family in, so you gotta adjust your times.
Yep. But we're probably not going to be doing anything this year, so not at our house anyways. So, I mean, we'll do something for ourselves, like I'll probably get stuff for Travis.
I would assume Dolph should win this match, right?
I would think, right? Because he's trying to be something he's not.
And he's
only
better.
because Riddle's trying to be something he's not.
Right. Although he could hit him with an RKO out of nowhere.
Right?
But Dolph is the better singles wrestler.
Can he do that? I mean, he's pretending to be Randy, so can he?
Can he hit an RKO out of nowhere? I'm sure he can. We've seen it before.
I know, but I mean, like, but can he do it?
Oh, Dolph's ripping his face hair off.
Ouch. Oh, God, that's probably not going to feel good if it's really glued on there.
It's like a weird double-sided tape. Oh, he ripped it off.
He ripped off his face.
He waxed his mustache.
Aww. It's like, dude, why would you do
drop
that?
kicked the mustache right off Riddle's face.
That's just not right.
The greatest drop kick in WWE history, as we were just told by Corey Graves.
Ripped the mustache right off his face.
Right.
Except for it didn't. Oh my God. So, I don't know about you guys, but Riddle
Our
is
Scooby-Doo
wearing
moment.
Gulak's shorts.
Is that what they
That
are?
says Gulak on it. Those are fucking Drew Gulak's pants. Riddle is wearing Drew Gulak's pants.
Yeah, you needed to wear somebody's pants.
Just so everybody knows. Just so you know.
Riddle with a spinning gut wrench.
What? Is that his move?
Oh! Randy just walks out of the way.
Janelle says it's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns beat Big E clean.
Oh, he did,
He
too.
did beat him clean, yes. A Vindicator says, so is Ziggler still worth being on the roster? He's not what he used to be when he was a solo act.
I know he's making bank, too, so he would be a guy that you think that would be on the chopping block, but they haven't cut him, so they must have something.
I would be very surprised if they cut Dolph. He's like one of those guys that can help the other guys become something.
Putting him over.
Yeah. And he can talk, and he's pretty funny. Sometimes he says some funny shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Lieutenant Martha.
A little more talented than his
Double
bro.
Z, as Pepper calls her, right? Roberto Lozano says, I know Roman Reigns is still the champ. Well,
of course he's going to be a champ.
He wasn't going to lose his title, guys.
There was no title matches last night. It was just champion versus champion.
As Sophie says, imagine if you guys started your YouTube channel in the early 2010s.
Yeah.
Travis talks about it, reminisces on that quite a few times.
Yeah, it could have easily done it. But from last night, it was, people like, what's his name, like Kevin Owens. He won. Mm-hmm. He left, and he was part of the winning team. Mm-hmm. Not horse shit.
That's horse shit.
Kevin Owens is part of the winning team, and all he did was leave. Like a tree.
Right. Ayla says, yeah, little Ayla gave it to her. Yes, chat. My boyfriend's brother named his daughter Ayla. But not Ayla. And your name really isn't the name of the person in Clan of the Cave Bears. Yours has an extra A. The Clan of the Cave Bears, Ayla, is spelled with just the A-Y-L-A.
I bought that, but I have not read it.
I read the stuff about it because I've never read that book. Like, ever. And I was curious to know what it was about because I'd never read it.
I'm pretty sure it was a movie.
It could have been made into a movie, probably. Sophie says we eat dinner at 1 or 2 on Thanksgiving. Yeah, when you have other family and you kind of like... There was a time I went to like 3 different Thanksgivings before. So it kind of is weird. Ayla's like Grandma did 2 or 12, sometimes 11. She's like, you know what? Fucking we're having breakfast.
Yeah.
We're having fucking turkey at 8 a.m. Ayla's like, either everyone in George's family is going out of town, so literally no plans. Us either. Yeah, well, with your kid being kind of sick and contagious, you guys can't really go anywhere. So is Jordan's or his parents leaving out of town too? Like, so are you guys going to be at the house by yourselves? Because that'd be kind of nice. You guys could do your own little Thanksgiving dinner or something, you know? That'd be all right. Robbie's like, probably can, D. Probably can what? What did I miss on that, Robbie? Sophie says the Ruthless Aggression Season 2 dropped today. It is a surprising show.
Huh. I have no idea.
Vindicator says Riddle is channeling his inner RKO Cesaro. Right, but he's doing it all weird. He's like taking them by their midsection and twirling them around.
Gut wrench.
Sophie says, I was on that other YouTube channel dropping super chats and 1 super sticker, and we talked about the 2022 pay-per-view schedule, which we were on the same wavelength on.
Good deal.
Well, that's fantastic, Sophie. That's great. Pepperoni says, yeah, Martha Double Z. When do I ever call her Double Z? Robbie says, I stopped watching wrestling when John Cena started wrestling. I couldn't take him seriously. So he's like, Raw won every match last night.
It looks like Luke's in here.
Matches. Very true. That's exactly what happened.
Good to see and hear Luke.
Piccolo says, nice Ayla, got a new avatar. Sophie says, Ayla, new avatar looks like a cartoon. Lieutenant Martha says, I thought you did, called Zoe Double Z. Robbie's like, 3A's to be precise. And Ayla's like, yeah, Star Wars has a character named Ayla. Clan of the Cave Bears movie with the blonde girl from Splash. Oh, okay, so,
what was her name? Dana something?
Dana. No.
Hartley?
No.
I remember it, but...
Anyways, we're back.
We are back.
Riddle pretending to be something he's not, and he lost
his goatee now. So.
He lost his goatee. He's wearing Gulak's pants. Or Gulak's pants. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. He couldn't
there it is.
It's like, dude, wear your own stuff. He's like, I lost my pants. I had to use somebody else's.
Randy's patented move.
Question. Did he rip them off of Drew Gulak? Like, did he just, like, strip him and take his clothes? Because that's something Randy would do. Like, did he just go and rip his clothes off and like, I got it, bitches.
I got some britches. That's pretty funny. All right, here it comes. That DDT, the patented DDT. No.
Not happening.
Dolph throws his ass over the top rope onto the floor on the outside.
Robbie says Riddle doing an RKO. No. Pepper was like, never. I don't. Luke says, hey, all, I'm currently watching Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube wrestling streamers lose their effing minds over the fact that Andrade, all the wrestlers from AEW and NXT, removed Charlotte from all their social media. It's freaking weird.
What is that? Who removed Charlotte? Some AEW guy? Is that what you're saying?
So, he's saying that Andrade, all the wrestlers from AEW and NXT, removed Charlotte from all their social media. It's freaking weird.
It's fine.
Gothlushia says Ayla Sakura, right? From the Clone Wars TV show.
You know you're doing good when people start hating on you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when you know you made it. If everybody loves you, you're doing something wrong.
Vinegar says, I wonder if Ayla was an A student. See what I did there, right? Piccolo's like, that's something I never knew. Ayla's like, yeah, Gothlushia. And Piccolo says, sup, Luke? And Ayla says, probably because it's a cartoon.
Flips him around. Big knee.
Says, the 2022 pay-per-view schedule is kind of weird, and why put SummerSlam in July instead of in August?
Yeah, that one's a weird one for me, too. And there's 2 pay-per-views in July.
Yeah, it's all weird. I don't understand why they are. Oh, God, he's going to do it.
Look at Randy laughing on the outside.
Laughing on the outside. Is he really going to do it? And he's like, come on, get up. Now
he's going to get super kicked.
Oh,
no, there it is. RKO.
Out of nowhere.
Is it going to work, though? 2 and 3. He did. He beat Dolph with an RKO out of nowhere. That's hilarious. That just happened. Oh, and Robert Roode jumped in, and Randy got him from behind.
Nice.
He's like, here's your facial hair back.
He's like, I needed my mustache. He's like, let me show you how it's done.
He's going to do the bros move.
I was like, I thought Ayla was a nickname. Never heard that name before. Gothlushia says, I hope they make a Hasbro Plus. Sophie says, Ayla avatar looks like Supergirl. Ayla says, a nickname for what? What a dumb nickname. Sophie says, do you make Christmas list on Thanksgiving Day?
No.
Not really. We usually try to make Christmas lists. Like, if you're talking like gift listing, kind of throughout the year.
Yeah, I try to write it down throughout the year.
Ayla says, literally my birth name. Piccolo says, what's so special about Charlotte anyway?
She's a flair. I mean, that's how it started, but now she's just a champion.
Right?
When you think of championships in the female division, you think of Charlotte.
Ayla said, no, his parents will be here, but we decided not to cook a big dinner. You know, it's funny. The secretary lady at my work, she takes this week off usually from work, and so she wasn't there this week. But I asked her what they were doing for Thanksgiving because they don't do a traditional Thanksgiving dinner like ever. And she was like, yeah, we were going to do like a crawdad bake or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's cool. And she goes, then my granddaughter just changed her mind and decided that we were just going to do finger foods all day. So chips and dip and cheese and crackers and
that's the ticket.
all that stuff. And I'm like, that's the kind
What's
of
going on?
food I want to do.
Why is there a riot in the back?
They're looking for the egg, maybe?
Oh, yeah, because they get a title defense. So if Rhea would wrestle Big E? Or...
I have no idea.
Hey, look! He found the egg!
Our truth found it!
Our truth. Oh, no, that's a football. Uh-oh, he's in the women's locker room. Don't go in there. Our truth went in the wrong place.
The egg's not in there. It's not in there.
Hey, here comes the women's
Lord.
champion, Becky. That means we'll probably get to see Liv.
Oh, yeah.
They might be wearing matching outfits tonight. Becky looks a lot better tonight. Thank you, Becky. Thank you very much for wearing the skirt. She looks so much better in skirts. When she used to do that steampunk stuff, she just looks so much better. Last night she shouldn't have wore what she wore, but
no,
she did do it. So
Vindicator's like, what, Sophie? You are seeing things no one can see. Mystifying. Vindicator's like, absolutely nothing, Pico. And Pico says she's been given the A. Char's a witch. It looks like my thumbnail pic on my Samsung phone avatar. So he says, Bully Ray and his girlfriend of almost 6 years broke up today. And Pico says, quick, throw her in the lake. It was like, it's not I'd. And Alita's in the chat. Hi, Alita. And
that was from last night. They're showing the highlights. Charlotte looked fantastic last night wearing the black. And now Becky's like, hey, I want to wear black.
Right. Robbie says, oh, Dolph taking the quick L. And Pico says, the power is the goatee. Alita says, Ayla. And Robbie says, LOL, Ayla, don't put yourself down. Sophie says, it is going to be interesting to see how many WWE fans will actually watch pay-per-views on Saturdays. And there have been a lot of mixed reactions to the 2022 pay-per-view schedule. It's going to be weird to get used to.
There's going to be a few on Saturday. I think there's at least, 4 on Saturday? Mm-hmm. WrestleMania is a 2-day one, so I don't know if you want to consider that a Saturday one, right? It's the whole weekend. It's also on Sunday. But day 1 is Saturday.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble is Saturday. The Money in the Bank is Saturday. And I don't know if Survivor Series is. I'd have to look on my phone real quick. But the one in September is not. The ones in May and June are not. Those are all Sundays.
Anyways, Ayla says, you two are going to love what we got you guys for Christmas, laughing. And Robbie says, now I think of Sasha or Bailey as champ. Alita says, get out on Wednesday. Nice. Are you still in the hospital? Is that what you're saying?
I thought you were home.
I thought you were home. Luke says, it's weird because this happened after Charlotte last night put out a tweet saying Becky was too physical in their match last night, but she removed it less than 90 seconds later. It was caught on a screenshot, and apparently everyone in the wrestling business came out on Becky's side. And Sting even tweeted, Charlotte needs to grow up. It's all weird.
It is what it is. She's doing something right if she's getting heat.
Robbie says, Alita, that's cool. Piccolo says a good meat and cheese spread would be good, right? Like
I thought both of them were very physical with each other.
Yeah, I don't know why Charlotte was saying that Becky was physical, because Charlotte came out like beating the shit out of her. So I have, in all reality, isn't she just like retaliating for the physicality?
And it's not like Charlotte can't be more physical than Becky. She's a bigger girl. She's stronger, more athletic.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It's just weird. Just be it back. That's what Brock did to Braun.
Uh-huh.
Braun hit him a little too hard, and Brock punched him in the face, and Braun said sorry.
Yeah.
Like, just insert yourself.
But I don't know if women can do that. They get kind of emotional, and their emotions run high, and then they just don't think about what they're doing, I don't think. Vindicator says savages. McBossman should release them. Just kidding. Oh, that'll happen, Vindicator. Half of them will probably be released.
Release everybody.
Picola says hi.
And then just promote the egg.
And just promote the egg. Ayla says everyone loves chicken fingers, but no one ever wants to finger chicken. I finger chicken all the time whenever I make it. I'm all over there like finger in the chicken.
Ew.
Yeah, Robbie's like, LOL, you're too funny, Ayla, haha. Roberto's like, Riddle is doing what Ms. AI did? Ms. Al did? Are you talking about when he had the guy that pretended to be him? Miz? When he had his sidekick guy?
Damon Mizdow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pico's like, what, Ayla? And
His
Ayla's
name was
like,
Damian
exactly.
Sandow, but
Yes.
we called him
Mizdow,
Damian
yeah.
Mizdow, yeah.
So it says, I wonder how UFC or MMA going to schedule their pay-per-views since they usually do them on Saturday nights.
No, they're not going
Right?
to even look at the
They won't care.
WWE schedule because they don't give a shit.
They will put them whenever they put them, and that's when they'll be. They aren't going to give a crap about
Boxing
WWE
doesn't
schedule.
care what MMA does, and MMA doesn't care what boxing or wrestling does. They just don't care. That's why we had a Canelo Alvarez fight the same night as a UFC pay-per-view.
Which was shit for us, because we wanted to watch the other one, not
I wanted
that
to
one.
watch the Alvarez fight, but we have people over for the
For
UFC.
stuff. And they're like, well, you could get both, but then only one showed up anyway, so it didn't matter. Ayla's like, hi,
I was
Alita.
sick.
And Pico says, what part of the chicken is the nuggets? And Ayla's like, I don't know if I want to know. Robbie says,
It's probably just breasts.
Ayla, you have an interesting hobby.
I'm ruining everybody's fun by being all serious.
So
It's the breasts, guys.
there was talk of them moving the Rumble to February at one point before they announced the pay-per-view schedule. Not surprising. They've moved those, from what I've heard from you guys, they've moved all the pay-per-views to different months. They were never in this month. They were always in that month and all that stuff. Ayla's laughing and Pico says, what's even weirder? Sting has Twitter. Yeah, but is it really Sting or is it somebody pretending to be Sting and they're doing his Twitter for
Yeah, I feel like Sting's a little too old for Twitter. He's like 80.
Robbie's like, Square does look good with the braided hair.
Didn't
She looked good
she
in
looked
that black outfit,
fantastic
too.
last night.
Ayla's like, apparently not my hobby. And Roberto's like, yes. And Robbie says, D, you and Ayla have some strange hobbies. And Robbie's like, I'm just glad I don't have to pay for any of it. Sophie says SummerSlam in July instead of in August. That's a weird decision.
Yeah, that one, they did mess that one up, I think, a little bit. But maybe they're trying to give the wrestlers more time off.
Pickle's like Debbie Downer Travis over here.
I know, right?
He's so boring.
What a dick.
And Ayla's like, imagine if we had an OnlyFans. We're all fingering chicken. We should do kick and gab on OnlyFans.
Jesus.
It's all dirty. Fingering the chicken.
That's literally like bestiality or something. Probably go to prison.
It's dead. It's not alive.
Okay.
I have live ones though. We can go out there
That's
and
why
finger
I
'em.
said we got real chickens outside. I'm pretty sure it's a felony.
Somebody's like, I love chicken fingers. And Ayla's like, but do you love to finger chicken?
Jesus. All right, Becky's in there. She looks pretty sad.
Luke's like, it's Stephen Borland's Sting's real name verified Twitter account. Sure it is. Sure it is, Luke. Sure it's him. Robbie says LOD, would that be something? What an image that would be, huh? Oh, they're still in Brooklyn, huh? Sophie says, do you think AEW is looking at the WWE pay-per-view schedule?
Ooh?
AEW.
No. I mean, they will not have it the same day. They will change theirs around. So they're just going to wait for WWE. And that's why WWE did what they did in September. Because that's that Memorial Day weekend. So they left it open. It's either going to be a Saturday or Sunday.
Right.
So they're going gangster. She's sticking with the Charlotte across the face slap. All right, when's Liv going to come and interrupt?
Right? With her, whatever you call it, that she has right now that she's doing. What they call this?
Love. It's all love.
So she's saying I wanted to hurt her and injure her, and then Charlotte's saying she came out very physical. Becky's
part of the show.
basically
It's part of the show. It's fine.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, everybody's all upset about it, but it's like, she's saying that she came out to want to kill her.
Of course I won. Who's going to be fresh and new? She keeps calling out Rhea. She's done that a few weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm. Right?
She's like the uber babyface / heel. Yeah, because it was boring. That's what she's saying. She's like, look, all 10 women were fighting their ass off, and you guys were falling
Bored.
asleep.
Uh-huh.
Calling them out.
Bigelow says, do you think NCAA looks at NFL schedule? Nope, because they don't care. Exactly. Robbie's like, one film springs to mind, Animal Farm. Ha ha ha. Sophie's like, I think they put SummerSlam in July because of the rumored UK pay-per-view. I don't know why that mattered, though.
Possibly.
Robbie says, when is someone new going to take the belt off Bex? Never. Vindicator's like, message retracted. And Sophie says the Undertaker has both Twitter and
Because she's
Instagram.
won one match in 4 years.
Pickle says, damn, I won't think the same buying chicken fingers again. It was like, right? And Pickle's like, is there a thing as steak fingers? Yes.
Not every
But are you fingering
underdog
the
has
steak
its day.
or the cow? That's the question of the night.
He got his finger up a steer, hanging out on the phone.
Robbie says,
So she
"That's
did not even come
disgusting.
out.
Repent, young man.
Liv didn't
repent."
even come down?
No. She had to have her run around the block.
Is it because she was so terrible last Monday?
They're like, no.
Like, no, please no.
We want Becky to stay out there and say what she's got to say. Then you might be able to come down and say something.
Plus, she's going to defend every woman on the roster, and she did.
Yeah. Vindicator says, shout out to all the Liv fans out there who are not full of crap. If they cheered Becky taste and fashion, then they would be full of crap. Ayla's like, yes, steak fingers are my favorite. Sophie says they might move All Out to a different weekend depending on when the WWE has that Labor Day pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's tough, though, because that's when they do it. They do it on Memorial Day and Labor Day.
Yeah,
Like,
those are their main pay-per-views.
That's when they bookmark those, you know.
Piccolo says, is it like country fried steak but bite-sized?
But they will easily move their stuff because they have done that, right? Like, they do it because of pay-per-views from other sports. We saw it. They were going to do it the same night as Canelo and that UFC fight. Mm-hmm. That was the first night they had on record.
Right.
And then they moved it back a week.
Yes, they did.
So they will move theirs because they use intelligence, I would assume.
Piccolo, they're kind of like country fried steak, but not really. They are literally a piece of steak. Do they not have that kind of stuff in Florida? Like, they're big here. Like, most of our
So
bars
who's Esther going to wrestle?
have...
Dewdrop?
Maybe. Have, finger steaks. So it's kind of weird. Ayla's like, freaking speech to text gets me every time. And Boris Johnson's in the chat. Hey, Boris.
Hey, Boris.
Says, hey, all, I am Sleaze. And Piccolo told you, bless you, bud. That's terrible, man. Bless you indeed. You're Sleaze. Do you need a tissue? That sounds terrible. Sophie says I could somehow see pay-per-views on Saturday not do great, and they might reconsider doing Saturday pay-per-views. You're going to try it out, and they'll see what happens.
They should do it Thursday afternoon. I like those.
Yeah.
I do. That was awesome. The last one they did, the Saudi Arabia show, was the Thursday afternoon. It worked out.
Yeah, it was in the afternoon, granted. And that's okay, except for, my scheduling doesn't work around
Right.
it.
It's once a month.
At some point, yours won't work around it either. Robbie says, so Becky not fighting tonight. Who knows?
We might, if she gets an egg. If a woman gives Vince an egg, maybe that'll be it. I mean, they obviously just hinted at Big E as a man would get it. But Rhea Ripley was back there looking.
Piccolo says, oh, I thought you were going to sneeze. Boris says, nothing but sleaze. And Piccolo says, we don't fucking care, bud. Ayla's like, sneeze, you okay, bud? And Robbie's like, the crapest is on. The crapest.
We just call her Esther.
Not sneeze, sleaze. And Vindicator says Zelina will take a metaphorical break now because Belair is having a match. Is she, or is she just out there to talk about how great she isn't?
It's weird that they had her come out after Becky. Why didn't they split these up?
Ayla's like, sneeze? Are you also using speech to text? It's sneeze. Piccolo's like, go see a doctor for that. And Thor's like, I am a daft prime minister. So you are a sneeze. Got it.
That's the cousin of a chew.
Ayla's like, prime steak. And Boris like, no sleaze. It's the way I am. You sneeze it. Do you need a tissue? Sophie's like, maybe the May or June pay-per-view.
Oh, she's going to wrestle Tamina.
Pay-per-view.
So we're going to have Esther versus Tamina. It looks like maybe after the break or right now.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. So it's like maybe the May or June pay-per-view will hold the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Quite possibly. Piccolo says, too much talking football I watch. Vindicator says that's actually sounds
Natalya
weird.
coming down
woman
with her.
Giving Vince an egg. Linda would probably not approve. LOL. No, Piccolo's like, bless you, Travis. Did you sneeze? Or did you just say a chew? That's very blessing.
It's a cousin of a chew.
Piccolo's like, who's on first?
Who's on first?
Who's on first? But what's on second?
I don't know the old skit.
Boris says, I've been sleazy in the House of Commons. You've been sneezy? You probably shouldn't do that. They look down upon that now. You should probably stay home.
Make sure you wear a mask when you're sneezing.
Ayla's like, oh, English isn't his first language. It's okay, Mr. Sneeze. No judgment.
We're always nice to new people in the chat.
We just don't want you to be sleaze. We want you to not have sneeze.
Make sure you're subscribed and hanging out with us. Everybody out there will say hi to you eventually.
Eventually. They all said hi in their own way. Oh, you're sneezing? That's terrible.
You're stupid.
Nobody likes your face.
Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Now go away. Just kidding. All right, Tamina coming down with Natalya. So it looks like they're trying to fire that tag team back up. They got to have some sort of tag team for Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley.
What about Rhea Ripley?
She's part of a tag team.
She is part of
with
a tag
Nikki
team.
ASH. Almost a superhero. She's not quite a superhero. She's almost there, though. Natalya's with Tamina. They need tag teams. I thought they were splitting that team up. Didn't Natalya get drafted to SmackDown?
Yeah, she was on SmackDown stuff.
Yeah.
She was on their team.
She's out there.
Well, maybe they wanted to bring her over with Tamina for a second.
Well, that's what I said. They're putting the tag team back together already. The draft was shit. It lasted like 2 weeks.
But they're all in the same place right now.
They're
still in Brooklyn.
They cut half the roster that they drafted. They're like...
Okay, so they're still in Brooklyn. So it's not surprising that Natalya would still be around. So she's probably just out there, you know, like giving her one more to her.
Slap on the patootie.
You can do it kind of thing.
Rah, rah, rah.
Kill her.
It would be nice to see Tamina win this one. But I doubt that's going to happen. They're still pushing Esther. Letha's reading ads.
I'm not reading ads.
Right now we're in the middle of a commercial break for all you people at home. And we're just waiting on Esther and Tamina. That is Tamina and Esther.
Yeah, I was just reading some stuff about the... So Charlotte and Andrade are no longer following each other. So not only did Andrade unfollow Charlotte, but Charlotte unfollowed him.
Oh, wow. What is this, like 12th grade?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're not following me on Twitter anymore? Oh my gosh. Like, oh, whoops, I forgot to give a shit.
The thing of it is, though, is they're like, oh my god, does this mean they're splitting? No. It probably doesn't mean that they're splitting. You guys are retarded.
All right, Esther out there with Tamina. And nobody meaner than Tamina.
No better meaner than Tamina. And the Tamina.
Oh, shit, Tamina.
So
Hit her right in the midsection. Got her, throwing her into the corner. Esther doing a flip up in the corner. Now she's going to smack her butt. That's kind of her patented move. That's all she's really got anymore.
So gross.
Then she does a little backflip there. Lands on her feet. One-legged drop kick. Again, a one-legged drop kick. Can she not do a drop kick? She may need to go back to NXT and learn how to do drop kicks. Esther picks her up. Splits her back. That hurt. That was awesome. A little snap suplex.
So he says that the WWE Labor Day pay-per-view is in the UK, which they haven't confirmed if it's on Saturday or Sunday. AEW could have their all-out pay-per-view.
Yes, we would just have 2 that day. It would be perfect.
As Ayla's like, nice. And Picola's like, nope, not me. And Boris is like, I am that daft. I talked about Peppa Pig at a conference today. Sweet.
L to the
Heard some good stuff about Peppa Pig. Anyways, Robbie says, no spammers, please. It disrupts the chat. And Vindicator says, well, I do not need to see this rematch. Bianca will win and hold her spot as a top 2 female talent on Raw as it should be, especially when Liv wins and bumps Bex down to 3rd or 5th.
Okay, come on.
Ayla's
a lot of
laughing at
fantasy.
Travis. Pico's like, Ripples looked great last night.
Ripples, huh?
Who's Ripples?
I screwed that one up last night. I actually know that one now. All right, Tamina hits her with a Samoan drop. 1, 2, and Esther kicks out. Ripples? Rhea Ripley?
Oh, Ripples. You're funny. Alita says, I'm holding on last. And Pico says, that may be Ravi. Hey, Ravi, you like British stuff. And Ayla says, oh, we don't like British stuff here. Ask Ravi. And Vindicator's like, Ravi saying, please.
All right, Tamina just ran her ass right into Bianca's face. 2, and Esther just kicks out.
Pico says, high fives, Ayla.
They have not mentioned anything about Natalya being out there. She's just there.
She's just right there, just standing there. So he's like, but if the WWE UK pay-per-view will be on the same day as All Out, people might not want to watch a full day of wrestling.
Yeah, I bet you we're going to be stuck watching a full day of wrestling that day, guys. But it's okay, because it'll be in the UK. It should be a pretty good show, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love the daytime ones. We'll get a lot of people in here. It'll be very busy. Those ones are fun. And then All Out will just be at its standard time.
Robbie is like, nope, haha, politics, not my forte. And Vindicator says, break some more, Boris. Hope you find somebody who cares. Alita says, yes, me too. And Piccolo says, sounds like a trap.
Oh, Damian Priest, United States Championship Open Challenge tonight on Raw. Now we're going to find out if he turned heel or if it was just part of the show last night.
Right.
All right, Esther fighting her way back out of this. Tamina's doing fantastic.
High five and Alita.
Oh, big elbow.
And Sophie says last night pay-per-view sometimes didn't feel like a pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's normal. When they put in 7, 8, 9 matches on a pay-per-view, it's just going to feel that way because they're trying to get everybody on the card. You know, they put 25 men in a battle royal, and half of them didn't deserve to be there.
Right.
We had people like Drew Gulak out there.
And then fucking Riddle stole his pants. It was like, you have a raft, how fun. And Sophie says, I wonder how many people will get released a week or two before Christmas.
I don't know.
12.
We might not get any more until after the new year. Bam it down, that is it. The kiss of death. KOD 1, 2, and 3. Esther pulls it out. Just by the hair of her chinny chin chin.
Why not? Pico's like, that's Rhea.
She should shave that.
5. And Sophie says, is the chat boring, D? She isn't reading it like she usually does. I was looking up some information. Randy Paula says, hey,
oh, Natalya from behind. So this is a SmackDown competitor.
Yes.
Step through.
Says, how
nope.
is she bored? Read the room. Robbie's like, yo, Randy. And Randy Paula says, Robbie, hey.
What are you doing?
Dude,
Esther can't understand why somebody would attack her from behind. Again. Dewdrop. Little leg sweep there, I guess you'd call it. Dewdrop. She's going to drop that weight down right on top of Esther.
Nice.
This is how you get somebody over. I hated Dewdrop 2 weeks ago. Now she's one of my favorites. I'm just
You
saying.
have to just beat up those people.
You got to beat up certain people.
Yay, it's the Dewdrop. Randy Paul made it just in time to see Dewdrop do a move.
Bam! They call that a splash.
As Randy says, hey, all. Piccolo says, hi, Randy. And Piccolo says, that's a double feature. Then here's Delitha, are you getting in on any Black Friday deals this year? I'm not, since I already have too many TVs among other electronics.
I know, there's a 70-inch TV at Walmart for under $400.
I do not do
It's a Roku
Friday.
TV, too, so it's like, should I get it?
I do not do Black Friday shopping, guys.
I have a
don't leave the
TV
house. I don't
in
go
every
anywhere.
single
I
room
don't
in the
do
house.
anything. If anything, it would be online shopping, and that's it. Sophie says, is this a test to see if they could end the brand split again? No.
Ugh.
They're just still all there, Sophie. It was in Brooklyn, New York for the pay-per-view.
At the Barclays
and
Center.
Raw is in Brooklyn, New York still. So they're not going to go anywhere. They can fly out for SmackDown stuff tomorrow, you know, and still get there on time. It'll be fine. Alita says, oh, the good shit tonight. Yeah, you got some good shit going on.
Good
and
shit.
Piccolo says, sure hope somebody fun wrestles Damian. Alita's like, heel, and Randy Paul says, I'm fed up right now. Sorry.
Right, but is he going to be a face or a heel? That's going to be a big thing on who comes out.
Right? Robbie says Esther wins. Angry face. Vindicator says, geez, that was awkward. Bianca, Tamina is not that heavy.
She's pretty heavy. All right, here comes
It just goes
the
to
Monday
show
Night
you that there are
Messiah.
moves that those bitches do with those little tiny girls
Seth
that they
freaking
can't do
Rollins.
with the bigger wrestlers, and it's pathetic.
And there's not a lot of strength in the women's division. It's not what it's based around. It's a feminine division.
I'm just saying. You heard what I said, and I will not retract my message. Alita's like, drop, and Sophie says, why are you calling Tamina Esther? Tamina isn't Esther.
Esther is Esther.
Belair is Esther because she's the EST.
Esther.
And Becky called her Esther.
And it just fits her better than Bianca.
And her weirdness. Robbie's like dumpling with some retribution, and Randy Paul says 2021 has been a bad year. Well, it's
For
almost
who?
over, so you know.
I thought it was a great year.
Vindicator's like, dude,
Everybody to each their own, right?
Some weight. Pico's like, is the drop dropping a bop? And Alita's like, LOL, Travis. And Robbie's like, good for Dumpling smashing up Esther.
I'm pretty sure Seth killed a Muppet.
He killed fucking Elmo.
This is
He
ridiculous.
killed him and then put him on his coat.
He might even have killed Snuffleupagus. It's
Was
not
he
really.
red?
No, he's more orange, but he could have dyed him.
Oh.
Although that is a Sesame Street character. That is not a Muppet.
Oh.
But what is a Muppet?
Is Elmo a Muppet? Or is he a Sesame Street character?
He's also a Sesame Street. No. Yeah, he's Sesame Street.
Yeah, I have
He's
no
like
idea.
Bert and Ernie, Big Bird.
Pico says, yeah, Black Fridays suck. I've never done it. Like, I've never gone shopping. It was never something my family did, and I will not start now. Like, Friday, like, the day off is like, oh, thank God I don't have to go anywhere or do anything. It's the best. Randy Paul says, see y'all soon. My cuppa is ready. All right, Randy.
I would
get that
definitely
cuppa.
do Black
That
Friday.
tea?
I don't know why. I think it would be kind of fun to brave the crowds at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Whatever, you have to get there at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. What are you talking
That's fun.
about?
We used to do it with concerts. Go get and sit in line.
Pico
Get
says
concert
Amazon
tickets.
on the Tech Mondays, though. Yeah, like, you know.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Mondays totally usually. Alita says Tokugawa is nice. Robbie says, Randy, what, you got a coffee?
What's a Tokugawa? Is that Chinese food?
Tokugawa is nice. I have no idea.
What is
I
it?
don't know. Maybe it's a person. Javier Francisco's in the chat. Hey, Javier, how's it going? And Fat Lisa says, I miss a cam in Rezar. A cam in Rezar. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who they are, but I don't think you've missed anybody that's of that.
Sophie says, why are you calling Bianca Esther? Because she deserves
Because
to be called
that's
Esther.
her name.
She's the EST.
Esther. E-S-T-E-R.
She's the
Esther.
EST-er. So she's the bester-er. She's the coolest-er.
She's Esther.
She's the est with the er. So she's an Esther. Piccolo's like, rip Elmo. He's all Sesame Street. And Robbie's like, Seth with some mad chat, haha. And Sophie says, if they are going to end the brand split again, hopefully they convince both the USA Network and Fox with that idea.
Not happening. I mean, if they get their roster small enough, maybe when their contract's in, they can do it, but...
Right? Piccolo's like, God, Sophie, it hurts my brain to reiterate things. I know, right? Like, Piccolo, my end of the story. Complete. It was like when we went a few years back, we got to the store a few before midnight. Yeah, like, there you go. See? Alita's like, I get up for no one. Right? Not even a goddamn deal. Piccolo's like, they're the two big guys that used to hang out with Seth Rollins. Oh.
Okay, I remember that. We had this conversation not too long ago.
Razar. Yeah, I don't remember their names, so when
they
you
were,
say them, I'm like, oh,
they were the tag team. The Authors of Pain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
When they were in NXT, they had Paul Ellering as their manager. And then when they came to the main roster, Paul just said bye and then left. Right? Is that...
Yeah, those are those guys. And they
I missed them, but they both had been released.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they were back.
Yes.
But the one guy was injured so bad that I don't think he could wrestle again.
Yeah, I don't know if he could. Yeah.
Knee, shoulder, or neck or something. I can't remember what it was. But it was bad.
Yeah. Ravi says, hello, Sophie, do you ever watch wrestling or just spend half the time searching wrestling news on Google? Haha. Alita's like, that's the good shit talking, not me. Yeah, that good shit. I don't usually have the good shit.
Why are they showing the Mysterios? Bobby Lashley!
Because they have to have Bobby Lashley.
They could do a storyline with Bobby for... Yes, 2-on-1 handicap match later on tonight. Rey, his son, Mysterio versus Bobby Lashley.
That's just ridiculous. So it's like Seth versus Big E. That will be an interesting match whenever we get that match. It's going to happen. It was like sometimes people are just annoying and Piccolo's like, yeah, that's them.
Will Zelina be the queen and a tag team champion by the end of tonight? That is a women's tag team title match.
Tag team championship, huh?
Carmella and Zelina.
Interesting.
Not Ray, sorry. Seth's been out there dancing this whole time?
Yes.
In that coat?
Yes. In his Elmo fur coat.
He's like a Skeksis.
Dee forgets her own name sometimes. Who am I? It was like, I blame Nickelback. People's like, Seth just seems better as a leader. And
yes.
Robbie says, Ayla, you reminded me. And Javier says, best United States champion. And Piccolo says, I blame it on Limp Bizkit. And Ayla says, Robbie, do you ever shut up or do you just say stuff all the time?
Just constantly talking.
Just constantly.
That's what I do.
Speaking out his butthole all the time. Just talking with your butt. Asshole.
He did too. Seth's talking about how he put Raw on his shoulders and led him to victory.
He did a good job.
He did fantastic.
As Ayla says, well, I blame ICP. Oh. Luke's going to come at you, Ayla. He's going to totally come at you.
What are we blaming all these bands for?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't know what we're blaming them for?
We're blaming them for something. I don't know what
song they're singing, or I would be singing it.
I don't know what we're blaming, why we're blaming them. Sophie's like, I thought the roster is almost small enough to end the brand split like the first time they ended
all
the first
by
brand split in
myself.
And Piccolo says, haha, cornholio. Yes.
Old butthead.
Cornholio.
Or that was Beavis with the cornholio. Take me from my buckle.
Probably was like, pre-book that ambulance and a bed in A&E for Dom, haha.
He's talking about Kevin Owens, lion, coward, and a snake.
Ooh.
Bobby Lashley, the almighty.
He's all like putting them all down. Piccolo's like, I blame Slipknot. And Vindicator says Becky and Seth are a couple who needs others to do their clothes shopping for from now on. Tell them to spend some of their paycheck on a stylist.
Well, I mean, Seth had suits for a while, and now I don't even know what this is. It looks like a Skeksis from the Dark Crystal.
So it says with a combined 2 years, they released over 180 people. Yeah, and some of them really didn't mean anything.
Right, they're getting rid of a lot of riffraff. But we don't want them to keep doing it because they need some mid-carders.
Ayla's like, come get me, Luke. I have the higher ground. I'm standing on the pile of juggalos. Robbie's like, Ayla, I was saying the name of one of the songs from the band you mentioned. Pepper Owens is like, what did he just called me?
A coward.
A coward. Pepper Owens is a coward. Ayla's like, I blame Britney Spears. Yeah, I said it.
Christina Aguilera.
Alita's like, Seth's Moosey. Seth's music? Is that what they were singing with Seth's music?
Is that what it was?
He's a visionary. The indicator says the back of Seth's coat looks like it's smiling
Freak.
back at people.
Oh,
It's almost more creepy
Oh,
than
it's
Willie.
Finn Balor coming down.
Well, he's having a match with him.
Oh, I didn't know.
Ayla says, oh, sorry, Robbie. And Pico says, oh, God, drip drips a riff-raff. And Sophie says, next year marks the 10-year anniversary of the Shield debut. Yeah, they've been talking about it on Instagram and stuff, putting posts about it and whatnot. A lot of posts happening with it.
What is that?
The 10-year anniversary of the Shield.
Oh.
Pepper Owens is like, oh, angry face. And as Alita says, Finn Balor. Yeah, that's him.
This is a fantastic
Robbie's like,
rivalry.
Ha ha. And Pico's like, but she's finally free. Liberated Britney. Yes, free Britney. And all thanks to Dolph Ziggler wearing his Free Britney shirt.
It probably was the
That
WWE
totally helped.
Universe.
Yes.
They
Alita
will do
says,
that.
Yes, and Ayla says, free Britney. Britney is free, my friends. She is free.
Every time I hear that name, Brittany, I think of bitch, right? Like, it's Brittany, bitch.
I know, that song cracks me up. It's Britney, bitch. I love that song.
So, Seth was interrupted. So, Finn deserves what he's getting.
He's getting it. He's getting it all.
And Finn probably wants it all.
Well, you know, he only wears his suits if he's not going to wrestle, by the way.
That's
He
facts.
wears his wrestling stuff if he's going to wrestle.
So, there is
So
a
he wears
fight
weird
going on,
poses.
but there is no match yet.
Yeah. The bell
There is a
doesn't
referee
ring.
out there. Once they're both up, the referee... Oh, nope. Finn's going after him still. Like a
Ooh.
rabid dog.
He's like, I didn't.
Here it goes, over the
get to take
top.
my jacket off.
Woo! Finn Balor still got that vertical leap at
He
44
finally
years
got his
old.
jacket off. He means business now. He's like, get back in there, jerk. Sophie's like, with pay-per-views on Saturdays now, the Raw writers have plenty of days to write for the Fallout show after pay-per-views.
Yeah, not happening. Nothing's going to change.
And Robbie's like, Brittany is free like Willie, haha. Jordan Williams is in the chat.
Hey, Jordan.
What's going
For
on,
hanging
man?
out with us.
And then Ayla's like, that poor Will. Poor Willie.
I know they release him and then he just gets eaten.
Right? I know, it's terrible. Because he doesn't know how to defend himself because he's been in captivity for so long and they think they're doing him a favor. Pickle's like, this would be a great feud, but the E has a way to screw things up.
Yeah, you know, there has been no bell. So are we going to get a match? Or are
Supposedly
they
it's
just
supposed
setting
to
it
be
up
a
for the
match.
future?
So it's supposed to be a match.
I mean,
They
Seth's
showed
beating him
Seth
with
versus,
stairs.
Versus Finn Balor.
Come on, Seth. Pump the brakes here. Nope. Hit Finn with the steps. All sorts of people happy on the
Somebody
in the
lost
crowd.
their drinks.
Holy crap, there's Chen.
See? Somebody
Yeah,
lost all their drinks.
that's Corey in his bowl.
He's got Red Bull and his looks like pee.
Oh,
on the
curb
floor.
stop!
He curb stomped him. He's like, you made me bleed my own blood.
He's
Nobody
like,
makes me bleed my own
nobody makes
blood.
me bleed my own blood. So can Finn still go? Looks like Seth's just leaving. So that match did not happen, and it looks like it is not going to happen, at least in the first hour of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Pickle says,
Is Seth going to go back in?
feud.
Seth going back in?
Sophie says, we saw Rollins and Finn feud before. Robbie says Finn getting his ass handed to him.
We did. Finn Balor actually beat him for the Universal title. Oh, another
Number one.
curb stomp.
Alita says, LL 44 is awesome. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
And
Finn
Sophie
Balor.
says
44.
Finn versus Big E versus Rollins versus Owens for day one, maybe.
Maybe. Seth's walking away, though.
Pickle is
Finn Balor's
laughing.
dead. His eyes are all glazed.
He's like, I lost.
Oh, no, he lost. Oh, no, who's
Oh,
this?
It's Kevin, isn't it?
I
no.
don't think so.
Who is that?
A fan?
So? A fan? What
Was that a fan, maybe?
I don't know. Rewind it.
They're not showing us what happened.
Where's the fucking remote?
So, did Seth just get attacked by a fan? Oh, see how it happens here. No, that had to have been a wrestler.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there.
That's weird. They're doing a whole replay of what happened because something else happened.
They didn't show anything.
And now Seth is,
back
there's
on
nobody there.
Yeah, I think Seth might have got attacked by a fan.
I seriously think a fan just attacked him.
Yeah, and there's real security right there. That guy's, you could see his arm.
Oh my god, I think that was really a fan. What?
You get in trouble. You go to jail.
Right? Piccolo's laughing. Robbie's like, Finn seeing stars. Alita's like, I want chips. We're still looking for an egg.
Did you guys see Seth get attacked?
Finn, didn't he train Becky? Yes. Finn did train Becky,
yes.
Robbie. Illa's like, I got chips. And Piccolo's like, wait, what just happened? I don't know. That's
Sami Zayn is in the back. That's what Vince is saying. Sami knows! Oh, he's pretty sure.
Pretty sure, I know. 95%
You're
sure.
so full of crap all the time.
But they're not here yet.
You gotta have the egg, Sammy.
Right? As Piccolo says, wait, what just happened?
It's the Vince ain't gonna shake your hand.
If Finn was still in NXT, he would have been in one of the releases in the past couple of weeks.
No.
No, he wouldn't have. Piccolo says, what kind, Ayla? And Ayla's like, I also got these amazing almond toffee candies. Those things are...
Oh, Street Profit time!
Like, I bought another jar of them because I can't remember where the other jar is. It has like 4 or 5 left. I probably should get some for my dad. I think he'd like them. I don't know if my brother's had them. He likes that stuff too. So if it's like, I have a feeling that Samoa Joe will get called back up to the main roster. Samoa Joe's going to be dead.
I'm pretty sure Samoa Joe got released.
Pretty sure that Vince hates him. Robbie's like, WWE quickly cut that out, right? We rewinded it to see.
And it was just some...
really tell. I'm pretty sure it's just a fan. I don't think that was a wrestler.
I think a fan attacked Seth.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even say anything about it.
Yeah. They didn't say
Seth had him in a choke. Like, he had him by the throat and he was pulling back on him. And the referee was hitting him.
Yeah.
So why would a referee get involved?
2 seconds before they moved, did a replay.
Right.
They would have never done a replay of all that stuff if it was something that was
yeah, they would
have
have played it. They would have been Kevin Owens.
Out and been like, who's out here helping Finn? You know? Mm-hmm.
And a referee isn't going to hit a wrestler.
No.
Right? Like, the referee was hitting the guy.
Yeah. Wow.
A referee
That's
is...
insane.
If it's Kevin Owens, the referee isn't going to be hitting him.
That person was very, very upset.
That's Seth.
Oh!
I don't want to do this on camera.
So, once again, they are mean to Byron Saxton.
Of course. Oh! Moss and AJ Styles up next.
With the Street Profits.
With the Street Profits.
Ouch.
Profits gonna lose
Ayla's
again.
Like, I have salt and vinegar Lay's, flaming hot Cheetos with lime, and Pirate's Booty. Piccolo says, yeah, I don't know if that was planned or not. And Robbie's like, Ayla, that sounds like a dream. And Sophie says, we are seeing how Vince is like in the boardroom on TV. And Piccolo says, good variety. And Alita says, Roman has it. Sophie says, this egg storyline is supposed to get wrapped up tonight. And Piccolo says, Ford still has greasy hands from throwing pizza. And Robbie's like, Seth did look bloody on his face. Okay, that happened with Finn. When he was with Finn.
Yeah, he did have a little bit of blood. He could have got more. We're not saying he couldn't have. But Seth had him by the neck, and the referee was hitting the guy. And then security was on top of it within seconds because Seth was standing back up by the time they were done running the replay.
Yeah.
And if it would have been any wrestler, they would have played it. Like, they would have shown it.
What was happening. They would have been like, oh, so-and-so came down to help out poor Finn and attack Seth, but nobody was really going to attack Seth on his way out, so it had to have been a crazed fan. Ayla's like, pizza. And Sophie says, every time they are in Brooklyn, a fan always gets involved. And Ayla's like, Ravi, it is the dream. Hey, Ayla, you're talking about pizza. Have you tried that new Detroit-style pizza? Like, it's in the freezer section at Costco. Do you remember what the brand of that was?
Is it the one that you use?
The one that I got?
Mm-mm. It was just in a black box.
Yeah.
I can go look.
I can't remember what it was called. I don't think it says on the box, though. I took all the box stuff away so it would fit in the freezer.
Was it a double pack?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Robbie says maybe some will upload video on YouTube. Oh, yeah. It'll come out.
I didn't know that. I threw that away.
The little piece?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's fine. I think it was like $4.50 for...
Yeah, I seen it up there, and I was like, oh, well, there's
something.
two, so it'll be on the other one. And tossed it.
No, it's fine.
Shit.
Pickle says this egg story may be boiled over, possibly even soft.
Right?
It was like, no, but no, I want to. Text me a picture of it if you have it. And Pickle's like, Detroit style, is that thick crust? It is. It is thick crust.
And she liked it.
But it was, I am not a pizza fan, guys, unfortunately. I do not like pizza. I know, I'm a horrible human being. I know a lot of people love pizza, but I do not really like pizza. But the pizza I like pan pizza and stuff like that, and it's thick and it's stuff. But this pizza didn't have like, the sauce was not very saucy, so it was more cheesy rather than saucy. And it was a Detroit style, and it's in a thing, and the crust, like, baked up, like, kind of crispy, but I followed, like, some little advice off of Reddit. Like, they were saying that you need to take the pizza out, and they're all the, like, extra, some of the toppings will fall underneath, and they're like, put them back on top or whatever, and I kind of did that, and then put a little bit of oil in the bottom, so I put a little bit of, olive oil in the bottom of it. Just kind of put it around, not a lot, just a little bit, so it was good. Put it in there, and then put it in, and the crust came out so crispy and crunchy. It was so good. It was probably one of the better, like, frozen pizzas I've ever had. Piccolo says Detroit style is that thick crust. Yes. Sophie says this egg story is them planting a seed for the Rock Roman feud. Yes, Sophie, I'm sure that's probably why they're doing it. Piccolo says
it could.
That's just un-American. I know, right? Like, how could I not like pizza? Jordan Williams says, what a coincidence. I'm literally eating pizza right now. Yes, most people do eat
winky
pizza.
dink.
And most people love it.
It could definitely be the Roman storyline for the egg.
I know your kid is sick, but I have those. Those Stoufwafel cookies that you want, I have them. I will give you a pack of them.
Yeah, Stoufwafel.
Can we meet? And I'll just give it to you. I'll throw them through your window of your vehicle.
Stoufwafel.
They're called, like, I can't remember what they're called, but he had them in his little thing. I'm pretty sure that the dill guy put them in his thing.
Okay. Oh, there's Kevin in the back looking through stuff. If he can find that egg. Kevin Owens is on TV. He's got his phone.
Oh, it's called Motor City Pizza Company Double Pepperoni is the one that Costco has. Our Costco has it.
I would like to see KO get that title match.
Right?
If she knew where it was, she'd have a title match.
Right. If she knew where it was, I'm pretty sure she would take it to Mr. McMahon.
So is that what it's going to all come down to? Is Big E really going to wrestle somebody? Is this going to come to a conclusion tonight? The storyline?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because if it's the Usos or the Bloodline, how does that make any sense?
It was like, I want them so bad. Yeah, I can drive by tour. They're not as sweet as you think, by the way. They're not that sweet. They're kind of plainish. So it makes it even better that they're not.
The phenomenal.
Rob was like, do people like pineapple on pizza?
Of course they do. It's Hawaiian. Who doesn't like Hawaii? You hate Hawaii? You saying you hate Hawaii? Is it because they're sharks?
Oh, pineapple on pizza is the most disgusting thing ever.
Obviously, one person's opinion. But the millions and millions of people at home love pineapple on their pizza. There's nothing wrong with it.
Let's or something, just text me. Drive by tomorrow. I can put a package of them out if you want to do a drive by tomorrow, and Travis can throw them at you.
I'm about to do a drive by, and I don't
Pickle's
want to do
I'm
it.
more prone to get pizza delivered early in the week because other days normally stay busy. Yeah, I could see that, right? Ayla's like, if I could, I'd have tacos one night and pizza the next every night.
Just every other day.
Just every other day pizza, every other day tacos. But would it be different types of tacos and different pizza?
I wonder how long you could last. What you should do is a challenge and record it. Because I bet you couldn't go very long.
Right? Ayla says, I saw them in a YouTube video, looked bomb. And Pico says, LOL, I love it, but I'm an islander. Okay, I like pineapple. I just don't want it on my pizza.
Would you eat a pizza that's cooked with raw pineapple on it?
No.
That's not cooked pineapple? Like just
No.
real pineapple pizza?
I don't want pineapple on my pizza at all.
That
It doesn't even
sounds
matter.
delicious.
I don't want it. Walter's like, a fan attacks Seth Rollins. Okay,
It
yeah,
sure
Walter,
looks like
we
it.
saw it. It happened. We can rewind it and take pictures. Robbie's like, LOL, I don't mind it on pizza, but I wouldn't go and order one or buy one with it on.
Hopefully the guy gets life in prison. Just kidding. But he should get some jail time.
Pickle's like, it is a different flavor palette. Yeah, it's a major different flavor palette. Ayla's like, high five. Lisa and Sophia says, I'm not a pizza person.
I'm pretty sure I could eat beef and potatoes every day for the rest of my life.
Ayla's like, and I'd be skinny all at the same time. Alita's like, LOL. And Robbie's like, what about anchovies on a pizza?
Nothing wrong with that at all.
I will pass, but Travis would probably eat it. I do not like fish, so I would have to totally pass. Ayla's like, Walter, hi. And Sophie says, did they forget that Seth Rollins gets a WWE Championship match?
No, he's still got his contract. They did not show that tonight, though.
Pickle says, right, nobody wants to cardio. Cardio really isn't that great of a weight loss thing.
It is not. But it is healthy for your heart, so please do it.
Yes. Cardio is healthy for your heart, meaning that you just need to walk. You don't have to do hardcore cardio in order for it to be healthy for you.
But if you want to do...
you're better off mixing weights, lifting weights, and not just weights of heavy weights, but even just your body weight, like what Cesaro kind of stuff does, what
and
his
then
workouts are.
You want to do high interval training.
Yeah. Walter says, I will stay for 10 minutes, but on Wednesday I will be here for AEW at 8 p.m.
We will also be here Wednesday. That'll be Thanksgiving Eve. Is that a thing? Thanksgiving Eve? Is that a day? It's like Christmas Eve?
Sure.
Never heard of it.
Ayla's like, I don't like it either, Talitha, but when I was pregnant with Indy, I needed it. You needed to have some pineapple on your pizza. Or anchovies. Which one? Ew, barf. I mean, I could get it if it was like because your body's craving some type of nutrients and it has it, and so that's why you want it. That makes total sense. But no, I will not make the choice to eat it. I will starve to death. Even if you pick it off, it's gross. Sophie says, whoever gets this egg gets a WWE Championship match tonight. Okay, the problem of it is like, if that person does get the egg, is it going to be the person who stole it, and what's really going to happen?
I don't know, but it looks like we have a lead. It looks like Sami Zayn's on top of this.
Alita says it was an easy. Illa's like, what is a cardio? Alita's like, Easter egg from, yeah. And Alita says, and Illa says, exercise? The fuck? And Ravi says, Dr. D in the house, haha. Sophie says, Rampage viewers went up this week and SmackDown ratings went down a little bit. Jonelle says, did you see that guy that attacked Seth Rollins?
What the hell? Yeah.
What gets into wrestling fans? And somebody please tell me.
At least he didn't attack him punching him.
He's a huge Finn Balor fan and figured that nobody was helping Finn Balor, and how dare he attack him.
Either
and
that
it
or...
looked like he was really getting his ass beat.
Either that or he's a Jeff Hardy fan.
Or something.
From last night.
He was just very upset. It was like, pineapple. Yeah.
I don't know what goes through some of these wackos' heads, right? Like the guy that drove through the parade. Like, what the hell goes through your mind? It's like, what on earth could you possibly be thinking to want to attack some other human? Like, oh, I'll get him. I'll show him. Like, no, you won't. You wackadoo.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It has to make sense to them. Right? Like, it had to make sense.
Like, yeah, there's something in his mind that told him that this was okay to attack somebody who's out there, you know, entertaining you.
Yeah, a professional athlete that'll probably break your neck.
Right?
So that's pretty tough. Right?
Yeah, it's not like he would just be all like, ugh. I mean, he had him in a chokehold. He was ready. He was like, oh, fine, you want to fight? They're like, shit.
And with the referee hitting him, I was like, there's something weird going on. Cause he
and
wouldn't...
they immediately were like, oh, fuck, this isn't part of it. Replay.
Right, because they're like, is that Kevin Owens? Get on it. They're like, that's not Kevin Owens. I thought it was.
I don't know who the fuck that is. This is
like,
not part of the show.
Is that
Mayday,
Kevin?
Mayday. This is not part of the show. Pineapple. You know, Ayla, I really like pineapple. No, I really like pineapple. I just don't like pineapple on my pizza. You know, but grilled pineapple is really good. Like, if you take fresh pineapple and grill it, it's delicious.
Never done that.
With chicken? That's good. But I don't want it on my pizza.
All right. We are
Never
in the middle of the match. We got
I grew up
Dawkins in
that
there
type
with
of
AJ
pizza,
Styles.
and that's why I really don't like pizza.
The phenomenal AJ Styles with the phenomenal
Zelina
drop
says,
kick.
nasty, and Sophie says, I do Slim Fast sometimes for lunch.
Yummy.
Walter's like, that was a fan, Janelle. And Pico says, I've had a Cajun-style pizza with andouille sausage, crawfish, onion, and olives. Andouille.
Andale.
Robbie says, so WWE are just going to ignore that attack on Seth?
Yes.
They are, because they do not like to give him credit. Like, if you
So is there
them...
a reason they have live, say live, in the corner? Did you see it? It was live, but they had the E was like just a weird 3 dashes.
I don't know. It says live over here just fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Dawkins in the splits almost.
Pickle's like, what a terrible thing. I'd be so angry, right? It looks like Travis got a little southern there.
Oh!
Them instead of them.
Damn.
And Pickle says it's a Christmas parade. That's so insane. I know, right? Little kids and old people. Like, who does that kind of shit?
Oh, over the top!
Pickle's like, oh, I noticed it too. Your twang you had going on.
Walter's
like, wrestling fans can't get in the ring or come down ringside. They will get ejected from show and not come back.
Oh, yeah. That guy's in jail right now. Or at least in holding.
That guy is definitely in a holding cell, probably being arrested or being charged with assault and battery right now. Robbie's like, is the Styles Clash a top-rated finisher, or is there better out there?
I like the Styles Clash. Is there better than the Styles Clash? I like the Stunner.
Sophie says, I don't watch the Thanksgiving parade. What? You don't watch the Rose Parade?
That's New Year's. I don't watch any parades, so...
You gotta watch the Thanksgiving Day parade, because then they have all those balloons that fly away.
Is that what that one is?
Yeah.
I usually don't watch the parades because I don't support any of the networks that the parades are on.
Right?
It's usually some news crew that's following them. Oh, Moss tags himself in.
They're called Stroop waffles. Stroop waffles.
Yeah. Is that a German waffle?
Stroop waffles are actually Dutch.
You crazy Dutch bastard.
You crazy Dutch bastard.
All right, Ford wants some. He's ready to go. He's going to sting like a butterfly. Move like a butterfly, sting like a bee, but his stinger got broke off.
He's like, oh, fuck. Oh, God, he's going to get me.
He tried to cross, but oh, slaps. Slaps. Repeated slaps.
He's going to get me. He's getting me. He's getting me.
Ford kicks him in the head. Ford's going to be the first man to take him down.
Oh.
Never mind. He got decapitated. No time to lose your head there, Ford.
Pico says GTS is the best finisher. 3 people use it currently.
I don't know what GTS is.
Is that an acronym for a move?
Well, it is, but it means something.
Robbie says a Moss with no wrestling moves is going to win this match.
Get the...
Of course. Always, right? And Sophie says, I don't know if SmackDown Superstars are eligible to compete for the WWE Championship if someone from that brand finds the egg.
Well, I hope so. Sami Zayn being champion, bring relativity back to it.
Holy shit.
He has got a fire extinguisher. Angelo Dawkins.
Is he gonna get him disqualified?
Oh, the referee should ring the bell. Yep, he did. Oh, AJ's down. Dawkins going gangsta. Using a foreign object.
Dawkins. He's like, well. They're like, it's fine.
Hopefully they don't get attacked.
They're not going to get attacked. There's not that many Finn Balor fans.
I doubt it was a Finn Balor fan.
I think it was. I think the person was a Finn Balor fan.
It's just the Seth hater.
And was upset that Seth was beating the crap out of him.
Look at his face.
He had his mouth open. How horrible. He's going to probably die from inhalation.
It's just dry ice. It's fine. See how cold it is?
GTS equals go to sleep like me in 55 minutes, and Pico's like, you guys, go to sleep.
Go to sleep. That's what, what's his name uses, the CM Punk. It's the knee, where they flip him up and then they knee him.
Oh.
Whoa.
Go to sleep.
Carmella, they should put a warning on before Carmella comes around.
Before her chest escapes onto the TV.
Just like a quick warning, like... Like a double flash.
Like, can CM Punk and Sammy Guevara all use it? But I was like, oh, that's got to be cold.
Yeah, you could see it freeze in his cheeks. Zelina Vega matches her makeup to her outfit.
They're so not worried about Nikki.
Nikki can be fun.
So funny.
Okay. Okay. I just came up with it right now.
Indicator says, thanks for the warning, Travis. 25-minute break, guys.
He's all British now. We're at the top. Let's tag team champions. Let's go do this. Toodaloo. She's got Carmella speaking British. They're all speaking British in the back. Like, nobody actually speaks British.
Pickle's like, oh, I'm sorry. Are they going to be the next tag champs? Barf.
Oh, I would be okay with it, but no. That's not happening. I think it's just the wrong time of year to
I think they're going to keep the championships on these guys for a while.
They're going to keep it goofy for a little bit.
Yeah, they have to have that team kind of start imploding a little bit before they take it off of them. It's usually how they end up.
Yeah, especially with these when they don't use actual tag teams.
Yeah. They're, Rhea Ripley really isn't a tag team wrestler. She is an individual wrestler, She is a champion, by the way, guys. I know we forgot that.
Yeah.
But she is a fucking champion.
Both of these were former champions. Both of them beat Charlotte of late.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she giving out
headbands.
She's giving out specifics. Mask.
Yeah.
She gave out a mask to somebody in the audience. How sweet. Robbie says, LOL, Mella and Zelina acting greasy, man. LOL, they're gonna get their ass kicked.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think Carmella's gonna get her mask on in time for it to work out.
Well, Rhea's the one that lost it for their team last night because Carmella was trying to get her mask on. Rhea tripped Zelina. Mm-hmm. And then Carmella got rolled up. Mm. And that was the start of their downfall.
Yes.
Although they won the match anyways because of Bianca. But
right. Yes, all that.
I don't understand why she's a goat. Does it mean something? Is there something in there that I'm missing?
Sweetie, they're probably just.
Is it the song?
Comic Con stuff or whatever. They're probably dressed up for like some Comic Con thing or whatever you want to call it. So it was like, it's funny they didn't say anything about what happened with that random fan.
Oh yeah, they're not.
They never do. They never will.
If they did, then other fans would do it.
Yep.
It's kind of like in the NFL and in college football. When somebody runs on the field, you don't see it.
Yeah, they usually try their hardest to not show it. On the major camera feeds, like, you'll have people, like, you'll see what's going to happen. Is all these people probably had their cameras out and were taking film of what was going on.
They're right now,
and they're probably posting it all over Instagram and Twitter.
Right now, you can find it everywhere.
I'm sure that you could probably find it somewhere. It's probably already been posted.
The Twitter sphere is already blown up.
WWE will not say anything, but they might release a statement about it, saying, yes, so Seth Rollins was attacked by a crazed fan, blah, blah, blah. See, they're going to some probably Comic-Con thing or some...
They're showing the commercial again.
Yeah. Like something.
Maybe it's like the only person she'd ever be able to date because she's hideous. And...
Maybe.
But she chose food over him.
Yes. That's probably what really happened. It looks like GOAT. It's a double thing. And Sophie says there were AEW and CM Punk chants last night. And Robbie says, my face, that all you can hear when Mella wrestles. Is that all you hear? I don't really listen, so I couldn't say. I seriously do not listen to anything that they say. Terrible person.
That horse looks so weird and bloated looking like it's going to pop.
A chunky monkey horse.
I guess.
Maybe it's just a different type of horse. 202 Degrees is in the chat. Hey, 202 says, I don't care about what no one say. This was a paid low-class indie wrestler to attack Seth to get back 2 million in ratings.
They're bringing the indie guys in.
So, we're going to pay you to come in and just randomly attack Seth Rollins. So it's like Brooklyn is the home of beach balls and weird chants.
Yep. Yeah, we haven't seen the beach balls for a while, but they used to throw those out there and then they got banned. But people still bring them in, though. Is that nice?
I don't know what's going on out there.
Maybe Argus crawling out of his pen.
Maybe you better go check. Oh. Bryce says, hey guys, what up?
Doing fantastic.
Hunter Tracy's in the chat. Hey, Hunter Tracy says, hello. How are you doing? Hey, if you guys are new out there, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Hang out. Stick with us. Chat in the chat. You know, all that good stuff.
Veer. Coming soon. That's who I'm excited to see.
Veer. Sophie says, Raw with a shout out last night. I didn't expect that at all. 202 Degrees says, I mean, think about, guys, every time we see this kind of stuff, they always end up on NXT the next year. Is that what happens? I don't know, but that's interesting.
Veer Mahan.
Veer Mahan. Pico says that could have been Von Wagner.
So they take everybody else's names and shorten it. His name was Veer, and then they lengthened it.
They had to give him an extra name so that he could be his full self.
Here comes Mella.
I'm very sad if YouTube for changing the dislikes. Come on, YouTube. Keep the dislikes. We want to have criticism.
What? They got rid of the dislikes?
Hunter says, I'm in the Barclays Center tonight, and we was chanting, you effed up to the fan who attacked Seth.
That's pretty funny. Of
Bryce
course they
says
did.
YouTube changed their dislike feature. They did?
Well, I don't like that.
Well, that's just dumb.
I want dislikes.
Why would they do that?
Like when they do it, you can't see it or something? I feel like there should be more than just likes and dislikes. I feel like there should be more things.
Like there should be in between.
Like fires and frowny faces, anger faces.
As Ayla says, no, they didn't. Dislike says the same. I was like, I had to look. I went and looked, and it looks exactly the same to me. 202 Degrees says, I think I was Gable Steveson in a wrap.
Right. So on mine, what I just noticed, because I just did it, it didn't count it. So I go there. There's not a 1 next to it. It just says dislike. So it's not actually, on mine,
right?
That it's not counting it. So like if 3 people disliked it, it doesn't say 3.
Oh. Huh. Maybe. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I get that, but you're saying dislike.
Right.
But.
Like it's not accumulating.
Well, maybe if you have more than 1.
Dislike it. Did you? Yeah, see, it just says dislike.
It says that they shared it with the creator.
Maybe we're getting dislikes somewhere that we don't know. Maybe it's in my email.
They're like, you've been told that you're disliked.
But they don't want people at home to know that you've been disliked by anybody. That's just silly.
That's just dumb. What are they like? Ew, people, it's bullying if you dislike stuff. 202 says, I think it was Gable Steveson in a wrapped up bandana. And Sophie says, whoever is in catering usually are the ones that end up getting released. Look at all 83 talents this year.
Old Gable Steveson.
Sophie, I don't know if that's really true, but I mean, some of it is, but it's weird. Ayla says, no, they did dislike the same. Bryce says, ding, 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 you are correct. And Ayla says, it's one mine, L dislike real fast. Look. Yeah, I mean, it didn't show it, but I don't know. Sophie says, sometimes they mention the fan attack. 202 says, I had a friend who is there last night now, and he said the crowd was chanting Bray Wyatt and AEW.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. So sometimes they do mention the fan attack, but they don't normally mention it during the wrestling. Very rarely do they. Sometimes they do, but not all the time. What'll happen is they'll talk about it after the fact. Like after tonight. Sophie said, tonight's crowd seemed more lively than last night's crowd. And 202 says, I thought dislike give YouTubers money too. It doesn't really help with your algorithms. It really doesn't. Robbie says, Nikki is a decent wrestler but needs a better gimmick. And Bryce says, I don't know. I think YouTube is just weird, to be honest. Yeah, it is. It was like dislike is just the same as like it gives you attention. True. Even negative attention's good attention, right? As Sophie says, Brooklyn, Chicago, and Boston are the smart crowds. Are they the smart ones, though? Are they smart? I don't feel that they're that smart. Poor Zelina got picked up and now she's just getting chucked over the corner. Holy crap, that's not cool. Not cool at all. Robbie's like, do your mate, the Masked Singer, is wrestling tonight? Really? I thought that was Psycho or whatever his name is. Hockey mask guy. Ooh, kick her in the face. Kick her in the shoulder. Kick her in the face again. Zelina's trying to get away from Rhea. Slapping her. Oh, and then headbutted poor Zelina. Punch her in the head. Oh, let's see. 202 says, Delete, I'm not watching WWE tonight. Did Liv Morgan get in a match? No. She hasn't been in a match yet. We haven't even seen her. Like, they've shown her on the little highlight stuff, but we haven't seen her. So Sophie says, remember, like, a couple years ago, they showed a fan attack of Seth Rollins? Did they show it, like, as it was happening, or was that an after fact? Ayla says it does. It shows you two people are watching and engaging in your content. True. That's very true. Some truth behind that. Rob says, D, she's in the match now. Ha ha. Who? There goes Carmelo. Boo hoo. So it was like YouTube always changes its rules. They have to, right? They have to keep up with all the rule stuff. She's totally motivated right now. Nikki ASH taking on poor Zelina. They're about the same size. Which is funny. Oh, Nikki just beating her head. Why is she flipping her arm around? Oh, she had to wind it up to give it a good one. That's weird. Tutu says, Delete my dream matches next year is Wyndham Wyatt versus Malachi Black on his debut at Dynamite. Cool. Bryce says YouTube needs to stop changing their rules and keep some of it the same. And as Ravi says, the Masked Singer, D. Does she howl like a banshee? Because that sounds like what's happening. It was like, but I think views and ads are what gives you money, not so much likes, dislikes. So what happens with likes, Ayla, is the likes, if you get lots of likes, it pops you up in their algorithm. So if people search for a live stream of wrestling, then we would be higher up in the ranking if we got more likes. That's what that's about. Playboy Bunny, Starlight, Glimmer, Carmella paying tribute to HOF Kane, or as we call him, Mayor Glenn Jacobs. Yeah, the mayor. The mayor. And 202 says YouTube never banned twerk videos, but turn off dislike, shaking my head. I don't know if they really turned it off. It's still there and you can dislike videos. I'm just... It happened, Travis! It fucking happened! Yes! Carmella and Zelina are now the women's tag team champions. How? Fucking Zelina rolled up Nikki ASH. What? What? Oh my gosh. How is that even possible? Oh my god, I gotta watch this again. So Carmella gave a cheap shot to Rhea on the outside, so she couldn't help her person, which is normal, right? And then ASH was distracted by Carmella. And so Zelina got her in the ropes and the ref was that. And then Carmella did a cheap shot on Nikki. And that's how she got her in the roll up and won. Okay, makes a lot of sense that Carmella did a little bit of cheating to win it. It was like, right, I get that. But from my understanding, so do dislikes unless they have just changed it. Robbie says, oh, the Masked Singer with a cheap shot on Rhea. And Film says, wow. Hey, what's up? I'm here. Hey, Film. Yeah, wow. Yeah, weird. Not sure that that's something you wanted to see, but okay. Sophie says, YouTube creators, some have stopped making content after a certain amount of time. And Pico says, I told you, my God, this dumbass company. You did tell us, Pico. We did not listen. What a bunch of assholes we are. What the fuck? Why does Sonya Deville have one arm that's white sleeved and the rest of her jacket is black? That's a very weird thing. Boom says they're the new tag team champions. Yes. As Sophie says, get ready to barf. Yeah. Zelina and Carmella are the new WWE tag team women's champions. Oh my goodness sakes. Robbie's like, LOL, I don't actually mind this. No, you don't? You like it? It was like they stopped making content because YouTube won't monetize. YouTube will monetize, you just have to work really hard at getting it. But yeah, so they went straight to a commercial after that little bout of Lovely. So that's what's happening right now. Yeah, Sophie says, that's why people quit making YouTube videos, because of the rules keep changing. And Philip says, I wonder how long Carmella and Zelina Vega as a tag team champions. I don't know. It's so weird. Like, it's so weird. Like, it is definitely not something I'm sitting here going, gosh, that's a very good thing for them to do. It's so weird. They're throwing out WWE stuff on Venom's next movie. It's kind of funny. Film says, I wonder how long. Oh, I already read that. Robbie says, D, yeah, Sonya likes fashion. Haha. I guess. Is that fashion? Like, I don't know. That's just weird. It's just very weird. So weird.
New champions.
Pico says, oh boy, another hour of raw egg left. Sophie says, doesn't subscribe count add to you getting money from YouTube as well?
No.
Yes, subscriber count does. You have to get up to so many subscriber
you have
count.
To have so many subscribers, but that doesn't give us money. Like if we have 1 million
To
subscribers.
get monetized, you have to have so many subscribers to be able to be monetized.
If that's the question, yes.
That's what I'm going to say is the question.
It didn't sound like it. It sounded like
but it doesn't add to you getting money. It just makes it so you can get money.
Right.
That's it. That's all subscribers do. The minute that you get so many subscribers, then you can be monetized and get money through YouTube.
Right.
Film
and
says,
once we get monetized again, you guys can donate and stuff, but we can't do that now.
Film says, does this mean Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley are no longer a tag team? Will they wrestle each other no longer on the same page?
We're hoping that they split, I would assume.
I mean, they'll probably have them like try to go and get another.
Is it really that far?
Another thing or whatever, but it's not going to be anything that I just don't see it as a permanent like keeping them together thing. Robbie says it keeps it fresh. Piccolo says, thank God I'm watching a music stream on another monitor. Robbie's like, I guess style is subjective. It was like, yeah, I watched a girl who did costume makeup body painting. She quit because they wouldn't monetize her anymore. 1.2 million subscribers.
Huh. Well, if that's what you're doing it for, if you're doing it for just money, then quit if you're not making money, right?
Yeah. But there has to be a bigger reason behind it. And half the time, I don't.
There it is.
I do not believe some of those YouTubers when they say that stuff.
Austin Theory's the egg guy. Is it a real egg? Show me this stuff. I don't believe
any of your story.
Look, he's got
it.
He's got a shirt off.
That's disgusting. Disgusting behavior.
He's gonna give it to Austin Theory instead of Sammy.
He reminds me a lot of me.
You're gonna get the championship match. Austin Theory, Big E, main event. Can we just take one selfie? He's not gonna take a selfie with me, Mr. McMahon.
Well, he's holding his egg.
Sammy,
good luck.
Stop. Pump the brakes, son. You pump the brakes. You're talking to the wrong man. Nobody likes a snitch.
Snitches get stitches, bitch. Oh my goodness. Oh, jeez.
He drops all charges.
Oh, jeez. Somebody says Zelina Carmella winning in their hometown. That's a surprise. Usually when a wrestler in their hometown, the WWE lets them lose. Film says, Miss D, are you saying they'll go after the tag team titles one last time until they split up? Yes. They usually do that, right? So Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley are probably going to stay together as a tag team for a little bit and probably have a rematch for those titles. That's normally what happens, right?
Cedric Alexander is wrestling for the 24/7 title in a match.
Wow, how dumb.
Reginald has a suit on that he took the jacket off, and that's what he's wrestling in.
Nice. Pico says that's what Twitch is for, right? Ayla says she has a video talking about it. I don't know all the details, but she's on TikTok now. Sophie says Austin Theory versus Big E, a fresh match. Robbie says, hello, Sammy, just making it worse. Haha, love it. Ayla's like, probably because she's technically naked. She paints her parts, haha,
Whoa.
but still you can see it. But still you can't see anything. 202 says, why you gotta be so fake WWE to cry out 2 million for ratings?
So, does Cedric have a mouth guard in that is fangs?
Maybe.
Looks like he has fangs, like a vampire.
Oh, somebody else does that too.
Looking like Eddie Murphy.
I can't remember who else it was that does that.
What
Lieutenant
movie was
Martha
that?
says...
Harlem Nights? Is that what that was? Eddie Murphy and he's a vampire?
Oh, huh. No, maybe? Yeah, it might be Harlem Nights, maybe. Yeah. 202 says that, and Lieutenant Martha says the way Vince says, shut up, make me laugh.
Oh, boy.
Pico says, I always thought that their Ryan's toy review was ridiculous, but he was over 31 million viewers now.
Wasn't that little kid? He's like 10. He's the highest paid guy on YouTube. He's like 12 years old or something, if that's what he's talking about.
I don't know. Pico's Ryan's toy review was ridiculous. He has over 31 million viewers now. Robbie says, haha, that was
every
funny.
toy company in America sends him toys
for him
free,
to do a review
and then he
on.
just does reviews. And he's like 10, 12, 11.
He's a kid. Huh? Philip says, hey, Misty and Travis,
Done.
I was watching another YouTube video, and when I looked closely at the dislike,
1,
I saw the number.
2,
It was crazy. I'm not even joking.
3. It's over. We got a new 24/7 champion.
Yeah, well, he better hurry and run with it because it's not going to stick around very long.
Cedric Alexander has done it. He's reached his peak. He's reached his physical peak.
He won a title.
Uh-oh. There's a whole crew coming after him.
They can't.
Oh. Who is that? Dana Brooke hit him with it. Dana Brooke gonna be the new 24/7 champion. She is. Dana Brooks. Brooke.
All the men are like,
Otis is out there. We know Otis can manhandle a woman.
Look at them all. They're like, do we touch her? Do we take it?
This looks like the
do
start
we do
of
anything?
Chicka Chicka Bow Wow.
Do we do something?
We've seen this movie
She's like,
before.
yeah, I'm gonna celebrate.
We have seen this movie before, everybody. Like on Bad Christmas or whatever, or Why Him?
Right?
Bukkake. Dana Brooke is your new 24/7 champion. Cedric Alexander was champion for around 30 to 40 seconds.
Yes, that happened. Vindicare says, yeah, of course Vince would give a title shot to another bodybuilder guy. It's all he cares about other than money. Hope he sells the company, takes that egg with him the second day of 2022. Sophie says, what were you guys like before you started your own YouTube channel?
Exactly the same.
We are now.
You know what's funny about this, though, is just imagine Austin wins.
Oh, God. Right?
Austin was in NXT with the likes of Karrion Kross, Keith Lee, right?
Right.
The other guy that got released that we couldn't remember his name, Slapjack.
Right.
The T-Bar. Mace. I don't know if Mace was in NXT, but T-Bar was, as did Djokovic or whatever. All those guys were in there together with him. Johnny Wrestling, he was part of their faction. He goes up to the main roster and he becomes champion. Like the most unpopular guy in NXT comes up. I mean, I'm okay with it. As I've said over and over, at this point, I don't care who beats Big E for the title.
True.
Anybody but Dominik Mysterio.
Right. Alita's like, poor R. And Ayla says Travis and Delitha were crazy. They used to run the neighborhood and still garden gnomes. You know it, bitch. Sophie says there are some YouTubers that have 2 million subscribers. There's a lot of YouTubers that have more than 2 million.
Absolutely, yeah.
People says, Travis, your mic is low. Yeah, it was still
on the floor.
I
dropped it like it was hot.
Yes. 202 says, Delitha, who cares about the women tag team belts? It's a 24/7 tag team belt for me. Well, it just happened. Lita says, poo. And let's see, Film says I was watching Fedora Wear in NAS YouTube video about Bliss Theory. I saw 2 thumbs ups and 0 dislikes. Sophie says, poor Cedric, he is the 24/7 champion. Nicola says, good for him, I guess. This is old. I'm catching up.
Calm down.
Ayla's like, no way, Sophie, 2 million. Jenna Marbles had 15 million. 202 says that is so sad they can't put Dana Brooke in actual championship belt match with Becky Lynch. Pico says, LOL, I remember Jenna Marbles. Sophie's like, yeah, PewDiePie. And Ayla's like, him too. Film's like, and he doesn't have a lot of subscribers, and he only has 7 views. I don't know. It seems fishy.
Fishy.
Sure.
So is that happening now? So Bobby Lashley going to come out first also.
Yes. Ayla says Jenna was my favorite. And Sophie says, and no life Shaq. Ravi says Dana Brooke with her first title, WWE making dreams come true tonight. 202 says Johnny Gargano and Kevin Owens are leaving WWE. Their
That's a
contracts are
bold
up,
predictions.
and it's a possibility they could.
We'll see where they end up.
As Alita says, back to sleep. Get some sleep, sweetie. Vindicator says, since Dana is winning men's belts, Liv should defeat Big E for WWE title.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
see
what
that
we all want to
happen.
see.
Robbie's like, Dom coming out to get eaten alive. Vindicator's making faces. And Sophie says Johnny Gargano and Kevin Owens leaving the WWE isn't 100% confirmed. True. And Luke is back in the chat saying, so what have I missed? I left right after the Becky segment.
You missed a fan attack Seth Rollins.
Yeah, you missed it.
Yeah, he attacked Seth Rollins.
Seth came out after Becky, basically, right? That happened right after her, right?
Yeah, somewhere. No, Esther came out after Becky.
Oh, yeah. Belair came out and fought Tamina, beat Tamina. Natalya attacked Esther. And then Dewdrop came out and attacked Esther. It was amazing. Then after that, Seth Rollins came out and he was talking blah, 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 blah.
And then Finn interrupted him.
And then Finn Balor came out because they were supposed to have a match tonight. And then Seth attacked Finn Balor and beat the crap out of him. And then Finn Balor beat the crap out of Seth. And then Seth gave him 2 curb stomps in the ring. And they never started a match. And then Seth was leaving with a bloody mouth. And a fan came out of fucking nowhere and attacked Seth. Speared him on the ramp. And they hurriedly moved away from that to show us a recap
All you gotta see
of whatever
is the
happened.
referee attack the fan.
Yeah.
Because the referee was trying to get the fan off of him. And I thought it was Kevin Owens at first, but we rewound it and watched it a few times, and it was definitely not supposed to happen.
Just some fan.
And they never talked about it again. And then they showed Seth standing up later.
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting.
Yes. Who came out first? Was that Becky that came out first?
Riddle and Randy.
Riddle and Randy came out first.
Yeah, and then Becky. And then after that, we have new women's tag team champions.
Yeah, Carmella and
Zelina Vega
are your new
Vega
women's tag champions. So what happened was that Carmella kicked Rhea in the face on the outside of the ring, and then Nikki came up to the ropes. It was like, "What are you doing?" And then Zelina had the ref's attention, and Carmella kicked Nikki in the face, and then Zelina came, rolled her up, and pinned her. So they are your new women's tag champions.
Yes. Rhea Ripley can now go solo.
Thomas is in the chat. Hey, Thomas says, hey guys, what's up? Film says, I'm not joking. And Ayla says, I challenged you, Luke. 202 says, no, Sophie, after Kevin leaving WWE ring last night was all confirmed. Film says, I still have my dislikes, but they didn't disappear on my channel. Wow. Ayla's like, that's all you missed. Sophie's like, I could see Kevin re-sign with the WWE. I don't know why I think that.
Oh, absolutely,
like,
he will.
Just the shenanigans. Luke.
There's a lot of money to be made in WWE.
Yes, 202 says Johnny Gargano and Kevin Owens can't wait to leave the worst wrestling company ever. Walter's like, okay, bye guys, see you Wednesday. Bye, Walter.
See you, Walter.
Thanks for hanging with us. We'll see you on Wednesday. Sophie says the WWE isn't that bad. Hila's like, night, Walter. And Piccolo says, I'm sorry. Are we watching the same show? Sophie says Austin Theory was in 2 factions before when he first got called up to the main roster.
Austin Theory stole the egg.
During the pandemic era.
Austin Theory was the egg thief.
He was so
Sami
scared.
Zayn went and got him and brought it in to get the championship match against Big E. Vince then said, Austin, I'm not going to press charges. You remind me of myself.
And gave him the chance against Big E.
And so later tonight, we got Austin Theory, Big E for the title. As of now, Kevin Owens did say he was going to get involved.
And then Austin Theory asked if he could take a selfie
with
of Vince and the egg, and he said yes.
Yeah, so he got a selfie with Vince and the egg. And
it's a love match.
And then Sami Zayn went nuts on Vince, yelling at him and everything else, and then Vince told him to shut up.
Shut up.
As only Vince can do.
Yes. P. Cole says, take care. Walter and Luke says, I'm on Twitter now. I'm seeing vids and no official statement from WWE yet. And everyone is confused as to if Seth getting attacked is a storyline or a real fan. It's a real fan. That's not a storyline. If it was a storyline,
the referee wouldn't have attacked
The referee wouldn't have attacked them, and they wouldn't have panned away so quickly. Like, they literally were like, and no! They panned the fuck away and didn't say a fucking word about it.
They still haven't said anything.
Once the fan was gone away, they then showed the live segment of Seth leaving. And there was security.
And there
right
was a
there
security
when he was
guard in the
leaving.
tunnel when he was going to walk out.
Yeah, so that totally wasn't. That was definitely not a storyline. No. Bryce says, hey guys, I'm not feeling good, so I'll see you guys on the next live stream. All right, hun. Well, hopefully you feel better, bud.
Don't put it past Vince to make it a storyline, since nobody knows what that guy actually looked like.
Yeah.
Right?
We always saw his back and his butt. Ayla says, no fat Lisa. And Luke says, Ayla, what did you challenge me to? Bryce says, Casey, if you're wondering, I was having a stomachache, but I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye. Well, I hope your stomachache gets better.
We will be here. Yes, get
Drink
better.
some peppermint tea. Ayla says, Fat Lisa and I were blaming musicians. I blame Nickelback and ICP. 202 says, I'm on Twitter right now. It looks like an indie wrestler. Piccolo says, LOL, we talked about pizza, chips, and chicken fingers, and fingering chickens, as Ayla says. Ayla's like, Dee said I needed to watch it, so I said, come at me, Luke. I have the higher ground. I'm standing on a pile of juggalos. And Piccolo's like, good times. And 202 says, that's a keep private shut paid off indie wrestler by Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard. You're funny. Moments ago, oh yeah, and Dana Brooke won the 24/7 title off of Cedric Alexander.
Dana Brooke is the 24/7.
Cedric won it off of Reggie, and then Dana came down and pinned Cedric Alexander. And now she's got it running around.
Is it going to go through the women's division for a while?
She's trying to make sure nobody's attacking her.
Sarah Shriver should pin her.
I don't have a lot of time, but tonight...
She did it.
She's so funny. It's weird. Luke says, Ayla, are you insulting juggalos or are siding with them?
She's standing on their dead corpses.
She's standing on their dead corpses, and she blamed ICP for all the problems. Sophie's like, Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly, their status is interesting since both of their contracts expire like a couple days from the next pay-per-view.
Fact.
And Ayla says, I don't know yet, Luke. Well, Travis just made up your mind. Ayla's like, the night is young.
All right, here comes Rey. And his son, the Mysterios. They're going 2-on-1 against Bobby Lashley.
Piccolo says, it's been exhausting. Completely exhausting. Right?
The ups and downs of Raw.
The ups and downs.
I'm just glad the egg thing came to an end.
Fans attacking, and the egg thing came to an end early in the show, so we didn't have to see it later. And it was like, or I slayed them. Maybe you slayed them. Or sneezed.
The egg got more airtime than every person in NXT's roster. It's more over than NXT's roster.
Right?
That fan's taller than Dom there.
What? Fans are taller than Dom?
Well, I don't know how tall Dom is. I know Ray is a midget, but I don't know about Dom.
Looks like we'll leave them alone. I've been a juggalo since 91. I almost wish I knew what that meant, but I don't.
Juggalo? It's just the Insane Clown Posse fans. That's what they're called.
Oh, that's right.
They're juggalos.
Okay. And Ayla's like, your juggalo birthday is my birthday. Nice. Children.
Ray, I want to tell you.
Oh, I just want to talk. I have so much respect for you. Because you're an icon of this industry.
Yes. Ray, you're fantastic.
As Pickle says, exactly.
But that piece of shit that's with you. Put his son at risk like that.
Sophie says the joke out there is that out of everybody that has been released by the WWE this year, could start their own promotion with Triple H running it. Good luck.
Good luck on that one.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
So there's like another joke out there that Triple H will get released by the WWE so he could go to AEW. He could be released from his wrestling stuff, which he should because he makes way too much money as a wrestler, and just be a behind the scenes running it kind of guy instead of doing the crap he does.
We're talking about Triple H?
Yes. You know that he gets a paycheck for wrestling too,
yeah,
right, guys?
I'm sure he'll be released soon. As a wrestler. He won't be released from the company.
He gets paid as a wrestler and as somebody who helps run the country. As Ayla says, tell us more jokes. And Pico says ICP was around back then. I was listening to Guns N' Roses and Vanilla
Oh,
Ice back then.
no. That was awesome.
Say I didn't catch it.
He told her to give his daughter's phone number to him so she can call him.
To
MVP.
Bobby? Oh, to MVP?
Yeah.
So he could give her a manager or something? Or
Whatever. Love or manager or whatever.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's kind of nasty in a way. So it was like, what's a juggalo? Answered and done. Big
Yeah.
Al says, me too. I want to hear more yolks. Yolks.
I love yolks.
P-Cola and his egg.
Just go get him.
Ayla says, I don't think I listened to anything in 91. I was a wee baby. Whatever. I'm sure your mom listened to a lot of garbage. So it was like they had women compete for the 24/7 championship before.
Yeah, well, you did. We had Maria Kanellis.
She was like 9 months pregnant at the time.
Yeah, she was a pregnant one. I don't know why anybody can't fight Dana just because she's a woman. You don't have to fight her.
She's
You
a
just lay
beefy
on her.
girl.
Just lay on her.
You just have to trick her. Like they did Maria Kanellis. Just trick her.
Take her out to dinner.
Just trick her. It's fine. And it's easy to trick her because she's Dana Brooke.
Back in the old days, back in the Attitude Era, they would have taken her to dinner and laid her down and candlelight. They'd have been making love. And then the referee came in, 1, 2, 3.
Like 24/7 champ, bitches!
Reginald is your champion.
I don't think she'd be interested in him, but okay.
Well, whoever. R-Truth. I don't care who it is.
Right. Luke says
Oh!
ICP was around in the late 80s. They were originally known as Inner City Posse. Film says Dana Brooke is back. Yes, I'm glad she's back. Yeah, she won the 24/7 belt too.
She's been on TV week after week. We see her all the time in their interviews.
Well, Ayla
But
says,
yeah, we don't see her wrestle.
Yeah. Ayla says, well, if we're saying what April listened to, it was Rob Zombie, Limp Bizkit, and, I don't know, Madonna.
Okay, well, the first two, I'm pretty sure didn't even exist in 91. But, yeah, it would have been like Ozzy Osbourne and Metallica around that time. No
He's
more
holding
tears.
Dom. He's like,
Oh, Ray!
Ray's like, I'll save you, son.
Bobby just got hit by a truck.
Picole's
That
like,
hurts.
Picole's like, she's probably dumb. Easy to trick. Aw, poor Dana.
She's looking like Bart Simpson. I don't know.
So he says, do you think Ciampa will stay with the WWE or go to AEW whenever his contract ends?
I mean, I guess if AEW would want him, I don't know why, but maybe.
Right?
They've already got 10 guys that are just that same guy.
True. Philip says, but again, still no Bayley. She has to come back from her injury, dude. Give her time. So he says this is another step to the breakup of Rey and Dom to start their feud. And Pico says, OMG, the Black Album. Yes.
Metallica's black.
Film says, what if Tommaso goes to Impact Wrestling? Yeah, instead of AEW. Oh,
Right.
no.
New Japan, somewhere else. We don't want all this riffraff in AEW. It's filling up with a bunch of
Riff-raff,
mid-carders.
With short, weird people. It looks like, sorry, white zombie sombrero was definitely around then. Phil says, I'm giving Bayley time. I'm not telling her to say, go wrestle right now. Yeah. It takes about a year to come back from
Stuff.
Yeah. It looks like sombrero. I don't know how that got there. No, but it was funny.
It's a I like White Sombrero.
The white zombie sombrero. You know that band? That fucking shit rocks. Picole's like, Cornette talks highly on Ciampa when he worked with ROH.
Ayla's so Mexican that she has to put sombrero.
She's like,
just in her words. She's just like
I
sombrero.
gotta put some Mexican somewhere in there. Because like maybe Sublime, Santera. Wait, that's 93. Yeah, 93.
Definitely loving Sublime back in those days.
It was like it was an indie cover band. Ha ha. Sombrero.
White sombrero.
Or a white zombie.
Sombrero.
So he says there are fans that likes how Triple H ran NXT for 5 or 6 years before Vince took over it.
They just had a World Wildlife Foundation commercial during a WWE wrestling event.
Those bastards saving pandas and crap.
WWF on a WWE event.
Nobody cares about pandas. Just kidding. They're fucking cute and so stupid. It's hilarious.
Like koala bears.
They're so adorable.
Just dumb.
They're so dumb. They're cute. It's amazing.
Like,
they're like the weirdest bear.
How are they not extinct?
They're not because people intervened. That's why they're not extinct.
Well, I know, but humans probably hunted them to extinction.
How could you not? They're so stupid. They just sit there. Eating their bamboo. You're like, you're so cute. They don't even care about their babies. That's why they had to intervene. Because in the wild, they like just forget that they have babies. Like they forget that they have them.
Well, how did they live for millions of years?
Like over there in China, they have like this whole thing of taking care of them, right? And they have like nannies for the baby pandas. And they have the baby pandas. The moms will sometimes like not want them and stuff like that. So they like take care of them in their little orphanages and stuff. But sometimes the mamas will want them, right? It's so easy to trick the panda bear into giving up its baby. It's like, do you want an apple? And the panda bear's like, an apple. And they just rip the baby right out from under them. And they're just like... I think I've seen one panda bear that they were showing a whole like 10-minute video of trying to get this baby from this mom, and the panda bear wasn't having anything to do with it. She was just like, my baby. They're trying to give her apples and shit. She's just like,
Dominik down.
I don't want this shit. My baby.
One,
my baby.
2, and Dominik just kicks out. That's funny.
It was pretty funny.
Did Bobby bite off more than he can chew? Look at that.
Was it 2-on-1? I don't know.
MVP had his foot. Helping. Well, he had his foot up on the, or his hand up on the ring apron, and Dominik kicked his hand and tripped.
A jerk. Probably broke it. Now he's going to be out for
Hopefully MVP's okay.
So he says why there was a rumor when Dana was off TV that she was pregnant. Well, you know, speculation. Everybody was pregnant at the time, right?
Everybody's pregnant.
Ayla says Jim Jeffries' Panda Bear jokes are hilarious. Pickle says, wow, I was a fan of the real NXT. Who would have thunk it? People liking quality wrestling.
Yeah, it was different. It was definitely Triple H's basement promotion. And when I say basement, I just mean it was dark and dingy. And
it looked like something you'd do in your backyard.
Yeah.
Pico said that, and Luke says 91 was a weird transition year for rock, and Metallica's Black Album released in 88. Then they took a break. Danzig, Typo Negative, Fear Factory were just getting big in 91.
Yeah, it was a different time for that kind of music, and then it all started switching to grunge, and it was
alternative. Pico says Jim Jeffries is hilarious.
Guns N' Roses died.
I was listening to NSYNC and Backstreet Boys in the 90s and early 2000s.
Yes, that was a little bit later. Not in the 91s. New Kids on the Block might have still been around 91. But I think that was over around 89,
Pico
90.
Says, I had dated some girl who was in love with Danzig. I don't even know what that one is.
I know the band, but I can't think of what they look like.
I don't either.
Danzig?
Luke says, but in 92 saw the very start of Korn, Marilyn Manson, Smashing Pumpkins, Nine Inch Nails, Tool, System of a Down, and much more. Because, like, Luke, that's beautiful. Vindicator says, it's amazing. There are already about 30 YouTube videos show Rollins getting tackled by the fan from 40 different angles. Of course, people would eat that shit up. Some even celebrating it. But anyway, carry on with their regularly scheduled Gab stream. See, I knew that they would. Like, there's no way that shit wouldn't be out there at some point.
Yeah, it's going to be everywhere.
Now, go on Instagram. Every fucking wrestling fan that's been on there has taken said videos and shared them
into a
5 million times already.
What's he going to do here?
It's amazing.
No, just drops him down. Dominik lands on his feet, though.
Ooh, does he?
I think Bobby chewed off more than he can chew.
He might have.
Bit off more than he can chew.
He could chew more chewing.
He's chewing.
Sophie said my dad listened to Ozzy and Led Zeppelin. And P-Call says, I wasted my good teen years listening to poppy radio. I should have jumped into heavier music. I spent most of my early teen years listening to things that everybody would be like, why were you listening to that? Because my parents are old. I listened to, like, oldies and...
1, 2...
Jim, what's his name?
Croce?
Sure. Time in a Bottle guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and... and, Chris Christopherson.
Oh, yeah. Good old music.
And And John Denver and
the Highwaymen.
Beach Boys.
Good music.
That was the music that I was listening to. Why? Because my parents listened to that.
Bob Dylan, Neil
I
Young.
didn't start listening to other stuff until I hit high school.
Whoa! A double
like,
619.
I love Marilyn Manson. I'm so in love with him that I have to have every album and his biography and everything else. Ooh, a double 619. So it was like
Dominik up top.
Off Russo.
Ray tagged himself in. Here it is. It's over. Bobby just lost. Ray's the legal man. 1, 2, and he kicked out.
He kicked out with both of them on him.
Dominik tried to cheat, of course.
Luke says Danzig's biggest song was called Mother.
Mm-hmm.
Sophie says
I
Bischoff.
remember them.
Cornette, Bischoff, and Russo, Badmouth, both AEW and WWE. Yeah, I mean, they're going to.
And all three of those guys were around in 91.
Sophie says, remember when NXT was a game show?
No.
Piccolo says he could chew more than he could bite.
There it is.
You go.
The Hurt Lock.
There it is.
Tap, you son of a bitch. Hi, he's tapping.
He tapped a lot.
Dominik is done. Don't let go, Bobby. Break it.
Bobby made his arms tap like that because he's running them around like a little muppet.
Bobby
he's
Lashley.
Like, I got the 2-on-1. Look at me. I'm amazing.
Putting in work.
Sophie says if AEW wasn't a thing, NXT wouldn't have moved to the USA Network to compete and failed against AEW in the Wednesday Night Wars.
Did they fail?
No. Piccolo says some monkeys, and Luke says my first concerts were Neil Diamond and Michael Jackson in '88. But then in '94, I went to my first metal show featuring Danzig, Korn, and Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids. I was hooked from then on.
I didn't hear of Korn until after I graduated in the late 90s. And the only reason I heard of them is because I was teaching tennis lessons up at the Racket Club, and I was 18 or whatever. And Todd Dooling showed up, and he was listening to it in his car, and it was just like, and it was like, why is that guy rocking out or rapping to rock guitars? You know, it was like, it was so weird to me. But anyways, I liked it, but then I guess the guy got AIDS or something. I can't remember. I didn't listen to a lot of it. It was just that one album that I liked, and it was around that time, 96, 97.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean...
Hey, Big E's out there after his disappointing night.
Other stuff I listened to was because of my brother, like AC/DC.
Oh, yeah.
Rob Zombie, Metallica, things like that.
Well, they had this thing called Headbangers Ball on MTV, and I was an MTV guy, like 24/7.
Yeah.
It was the only channel I watched.
Watched it.
And so I watched MTV Raps, I watched Headbangers Ball, I watched Beavis and Butthead, obviously, when that came out later on, but that's how I got my diversity in music, but most of the time it was the top 10 stuff, right? With Daisy Fuentes. Do you remember Daisy Fuentes? Anybody at home?
I remember the name, but I don't know her song.
She was no. She wasn't a singer. She was a VJ.
Oh.
She was a beauty VJ. And then that other guy came in. Carson Daly came in after her. But Daisy Fuentes was the first.
That's why
Bill Bellamy. Bill Bellamy. Do you remember him?
No.
Bill Bellamy was the guy that everybody teased because he was like the whitest black man, unless he was interviewing other blacks, and then he was the blackest black man, and so they used to tease him all the time for it. Like, it was a big deal in like the late 80s.
Damian.
I don't even know if that's politically correct for me to say now.
Damian Priest.
Oh yeah, we got Damian Priest.
Is he gonna make an excuse for his attitude that he had on Sunday?
No. Is he a heel now?
He
does not
Evans
like
might be
music.
Coming back soon.
We found that out last night. He does not like music with rock guitars. Yes.
Yeah, Shield might be coming back soon. She just barely had a baby, though. It's going to take her a little bit to get back in shape and stuff. Boom says, are we going to see Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Raw Women's Championship? Not tonight.
But yes, that match will happen.
At some point, it's got to happen.
She
Robbie
is the
says,
number one
LOL,
contender.
Bob meaning business. Piccolo says, I swear every cover band down here in Florida, they only know Hotel California and Don't Stop Believing.
Don't stop believing.
Of course they do, right? Because everybody wants to do that. And Luke says, who got AIDS? Travis thinks that the main guy of Korn got AIDS.
Like
so
that was the rumor.
Guy.
Obviously, I have no idea. I don't follow Korn. I know nothing about Korn. It was just this guy in Korn supposedly got raped by his dad or his uncle or something and got AIDS from it.
Yeah.
And
So,
or whatever.
That rumor bubble.
That was the old-fashioned rumors that like you couldn't really find answers to because the internet wasn't a thing yet.
Right.
So everything was just these weird rumors. Like, what was that guy, Rod Stewart? Like, sucked so much dick one night that he went to the hospital and had to get his stomach pumped from sperm.
Right.
Right. Like,
or my favorite always has been that Marilyn Manson is the kid off of the Wonder Years. That one's always my favorite.
Right. Yeah, but that could be defunct.
The nerdy kid.
Now, these ones still can't be defunct because, well, I mean, obviously the Korn thing probably can if he's still alive. Or, well, I mean, what's his name? The Magic Johnson's still alive, so. AIDS doesn't kill you anymore. I mean, AIDS might, but HIV doesn't.
Right. Pico's like, oh, also Margaritaville. Sophie says, when I was younger, I was watching Boy Meets World, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Saved by the Bell. Sophie says, my mom loves Dave Matthews Band and Fleetwood Mac. Pico says,
Mac's fantastic.
I was into the grind downtown. Julie Brown was smoking hot.
Oh, yeah, downtown Julie Brown. Forgot about that.
Luke says, pop quiz. What was the very first music video shown on MTV?
Video killed the radio star.
Even I know that, and I never watched MTV.
And I'm pretty sure the second one was Men at Work. The one about the guitar. Should have learned to play the guitar on the MTV.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I could be wrong on that one.
Let's see. Ayla says, aren't you older than me? I was watching Frasier, Golden Girls, Roseanne, Designing Women, The Cosby Show, All in the Family. Rob was like, dear mate Dano. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to Damien. Sophie says, I wasn't even born when MTV launched. Film says, what on earth is going on with Vince McMahon and the Golden Egg?
I was like 1 when it
Austin
launched.
Theory stole the Golden Egg because he wanted to take a selfie with it.
He just wanted to take a selfie.
There was so much security. He got scared and ended up taking it with him back to his hotel room. He came to Vince apologizing. He was so sorry that he did it. He just got really scared. And he was like, I'm very sorry. But that's what happened.
Hey, it takes a lot of bravery, a lot of guts to bring that in here.
Pico says video killed the radio star. Yeah, and Ayla says MTV launched in the 80s, didn't it? And Pico says, what was the second video? It looks like Jonathan Davis did not have AIDS, but he did get molested and abused by his dad. Korn's song Daddy was about the abuse, and it's so emotional, it's only been played live twice.
Huh.
There you go.
Well, there you go. So some of it's true, some of it's not.
Right. So
That's
the molestation was true. Him getting AIDS was not. And it wasn't his uncle. It was his daddy.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was... I knew it was a male figure in his life.
Right.
And so I just figured uncle, right?
Ayla says, I didn't get into Boy Meets World until I was like 15. It looks like LOL. And Pico says, his brain is scrambled and probably poached. Sophie says, NXT failed in the Wednesday Night Wars because they moved to Tuesday nights. Sophie says, I started to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Peacock.
Right, but they didn't move because they lost. They moved because of other sports.
Right.
Like, they would have had to have lose, or they would have had to have moved anyways. No matter how good they did.
Sophie's like, MTV launched in, 82 or 83? And Rally's in the chat. Hey, Rally. Says, hi, this is the weirdest Raw ever. Dana Brooks, the new 24/7 champ. Zelina Carmella, new tag champs. Austin Theory might be new champ. What is going on in Vince's head tonight? Jeez. He was very upset about his egg.
If the latter happens, I will jump up and down for 15 minutes straight. I'm just saying.
Always like D with a better voice than Britney Spears. Love to hear it. And Piccolo says August 1st, 1981. That's when MTV launched.
There you go.
Film says, not going to lie, I actually did watch Saved by the Bell, but I watched it in the modern day when I was 15 or 17 years old.
I've seen every episode of that when it happened.
Never watched it because I did not have cable.
Zach Morris is like the biggest ass in the entire history of the world.
There you go. There's your Liv sighting, everybody.
I love it. Hey, look, it's Liv Morgan. Why does she try to make herself have double chin?
Oh, look, you got the victory over, and it's like she didn't get fucking shit. Her ass got beat. Ayla says, I don't know. I guess I...
Becky interrupted her.
Oh, thank you. It was like, I don't know, I guess I retain information that wasn't in my time. I knew the answer to that question. Sophie's like, I was born in 1985, so MTV was born before I was even a thing.
Yes.
Piccolo says, and the second video was You Better Run by Pat Benatar.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sophie's like, what was the third video? Piccolo's like, ... It was like, ... And Piccolo was like, ... And it was like, ... And Sophie's like, I thought Piccolo knew that answer. Phil's like, I can't stop listening to 1986 Rick Ashley, Never Going to Give Up.
I don't know if I even know that song. No, I don't know that one.
It was like he did. Piccolo's like, I don't know. Nobody asked what's the third. Right? Did they ever ask that? Rally's like, I used to watch Saved by the Bell in the 90s. Unfortunately, Screech passed away recently.
Look at her face. She's just always...
She looks like she's got sour puss.
I let the little kids hold the title. It doesn't mean they're champion.
Right?
Look, Liv's gonna cry.
Robbie's like, yay, Liv, ha ha. Sophie's like, about We Are the World.
Oh, shit! She's gonna cry.
That's embarrassing. Oh, God, I love you, Becky.
Are you gonna cry, Liv?
Cry baby Liv. Thank you! Somebody else said it. Oh, she punched her.
That's hilarious.
Oh, she's like, I'm so angry, I'm crying.
That's my new character.
She's like, don't
That's
touch me.
embarrassing. She said it. She brought up her friends. She's like, your embarrassment to your friends. They're not even here anymore.
Don't talk about my friends. Sorry. All you lovers out there. Commander Aziz, bless you.
He demanded us to stand and applaud.
Ew, God, I don't know. People do not know. They can't tell me what to do. That stuff is like about We Are the World. And Phil says, Travis, you never heard of Rick Ashley, Never Going to Give You Up? He probably has.
I would have to Google it.
Probably would have to listen to it. Raleigh says, Rick Astley, wow, flashback to the 80s. Yay, lives on. Woo. And Phil says, it's the Rick Roll. Philip Piccolo says, she's sniffling. And Philip says, that song is a meme. And Piccolo's laughing. Robbie's like, LOD, that made your day, didn't it?
Of course.
Totally
I mean, it was
did.
It is who she is.
She can't help herself. She's a fucking goddamn crybaby. Philip's like, no, Liv is crying. Robbie's like, LOLD, LOL. And Philip's like laughing or crying, laughing. That made my night. Fucking Liv finally lived up to her crybaby name. Oh, wait, she can't help herself. Fuck. That girl, seriously, she needs to get stronger fucking skin.
Apollo has found his true self.
He found himself? That's gross.
Damian just laughing.
You up. Never gonna let
I'm more powerful.
Down.
He's a Nigerian warrior. I thought he was in...
Dun, dun, dun. Never gonna give you up.
Oh, yeah,
Never gonna let you down.
Never gonna turn around and desert you.
Remember that? I knew it was there. I was like, I've heard that fucking song. There. Got it.
I was 7.
I was 7.
just throw that.
Because, like, the man, she burned her with all her friends are gone.
Oh,
Burn.
She hit her hard, too.
And then she cried. And then she hit her because she can't express her feelings in words.
Like, Becky's going to have to back off because Liv can't handle it. Can you imagine Charlotte and Liv?
Oh.
Oh.
She would be crying in the corner. I can't. I quit. Philip says, but hey, Liv Morgan is still kind of hot, but Bliss is my number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Raleigh's like, Dana Brooke has been in WWE 7 years and just won her first title. Good for her. She's usually on Main Event every week. Glad she got a chance.
Shut your damn mouth and fight.
Philip's like, there you go, Travis. What? There I go. Me. I did it. Not him. Me. Pico's like, never gonna.
He wants to throw down right now. Is Apollo better walk away?
Tell a lie and hurt you. Yay.
Walk away, Apollo. Walk away, Apollo.
New York.
Either that or beat him up before.
Zoe says, yeah, raise up for my state. I thought he was from Nigeria.
Damian's hometown.
Oh, Damian's, that's right. Sorry, my bad.
He's from Georgia.
Oh, that's right.
Who is it?
Who do you think it is?
Sami Zayn.
He's got to come out and talk to. He's like, oh, we're talking? We're talking?
One of the better guys on the mic.
Oh, Phil's like, yes. Robbie's like, D with the voice of an angel. Ha ha ha. You know, I would have taken it seriously until you said the ha ha afterwards, and now I know you're just being mean. I'm going to go cry in the corner like
Sami
this.
Zayn had proof tonight that there's a conspiracy against him.
Totally.
Vince promised whoever brought the culprit in got a title shot.
Uh-huh.
And you watched it shut right in his face.
Yep, conspiracy. He should have kept that documentary going. He had it right. Raleigh says, I also forgot a fan thought he was Edge and tried to spear Seth Rollins on the entrance ramp. Who does that? Jeez, you got it. Trying to silly the Rick Astley song. Yay.
Yay. Never gonna keep me.
Film says, and you too, Misty. Sorry, I left you out. Yeah, you better be sorry. I'm going to go cry in the corner. Robbie's like, I knew Travis would know this song.
Sammy gonna walk away with the title. Paula's looking at him like, who the fuck is this guy? Let's get it, Sammy.
He's like, I want my fucking titles back, bitches. So he's like, I know We Are the World took place in 85.
Let's see it.
Mitzi Roma says, go back to SmackDown, Sammy.
We want Sammy to be champion.
Take that United States Championship.
Take it back to SmackDown
He's like,
with you.
I've got my own shit. Give it to me, bitches.
We know Damian does not like guitar music. Oh, Sammy rolls right to the outside. Very wise. Oh, he got caught from behind.
Robbie's like Apollo auditioning for Coming to America 3 with that accent. Something. Phil's like, don't cry, Misty. I'm going to cry. I'm going to fucking cry about it, you guys. Just going to go pull a Liv. I'm going to pull a Liv.
Like your friends that are no longer here. Boom!
Snap.
Like, that's embarrassing. You're embarrassing your friends that are no longer here. That's embarrassing. Now you're going to cry. That's embarrassing.
Are you crying? Her question, are you crying? Oh, no. There's no crying? Seriously, Liv, there's no crying, sweetheart.
It's wrestling.
Stop with the fucking crying. Like, and then she got so angry that she couldn't articulate words, so she just hit her.
Right? Just like a child.
Like a kid.
That's what little kids do.
Oh my gosh.
Especially in like grade school and stuff, because they can't control their emotion.
Yeah.
They got to act out.
I don't think she was acting. I'm pretty sure that was all like
It's called
herself.
acting out.
I know, but I'm saying like, I don't think that was scripted. I think she did it.
Oh.
Phil's like, if you cry, I'll give you a big hug to cheer you up. No, I won't cry, I promise. Robbie's like, LOD taking after
Is this going to be a movie?
Right? Totally. Experiment, the 3-part event with never before seen footage.
That looks like the real
Beatles Get Back original docuseries on
really
Disney Plus. Some of it was. Yeah.
That was Paul McCartney. I was like start that over. Can you imagine having Paul McCartney and John Lennon in the same band?
No. That's weird.
I mean, John Lennon never got to hit his full stride because he was executed or whatever.
Oh, no. He didn't get to hit his full stride because of Yoko Ono.
Right. But
had nothing to do with some weirdo crazy coming out and freaking killing him. No. It was because of her. If she would have never gotten involved in his life, he probably would still have been alive, and he probably would be bigger than Paul McCartney is today. Because Paul McCartney's like, they're like, oh, Paul McCartney, everybody loves him.
I think Lennon's better than McCartney, right? Like,
that's what I'm saying,
Ravi,
though.
you're the British guy here.
But I'm saying that, like, if John Lennon would have lived,
right, he
would be 50 times better than Paul McCartney. You wouldn't even, about Paul McCartney, he didn't do much with his life, did he?
It's Paul McCartney.
I know, but I'm saying that if John Lennon was still alive.
Right, but that wouldn't take away from Paul McCartney.
It wouldn't make it wouldn't make him better. The only reason why he's better is because, one, he's still alive, two, he still did music, and that was it. But John Lennon, he got fucked. The minute and that's what happened. Yoko Ono came into it, and that's why they always talk about it. It's a big thing. Bands and the main
it
guy
broke up the Beatles.
Broke them up. Yoko Ono. And it happens with other places, other bands. They're like, what? They're like, ooh, this one. I like this one. I like that one too.
But we all like Ringo best, right?
Sure.
The other guy.
That's it.
There was another guy that was supposed to be in the band, and they decided they got big, and then they kind of like switched him out.
We don't like your. They're like, eh.
And anyway, so he became a Beatle, and the other guy didn't. But he had a great life. He was happy and had kids and everything. Mm-hmm. And then there's this guy named Dave Mustaine, who was a guitar player for a big band, and they kicked him out. And he started another band and sold millions in albums, and he still was never happy because he was not in Metallica. Dave Mustaine was, what was that band called that he was in? Do you know?
I don't know. Mm-mm.
The Symphony of Destruction. Megadeth.
Ah, Megadeth.
That's Dave Mustaine. Like, he was in Metallica, and they replaced him.
Megadeth.
And he never was happy.
Megadeth, as Luke says, Megadeth.
Megadeth.
Luke knows. He's like, I'm hearing this. I'm talking.
I couldn't think of their name.
Pickle's like, it's crazy how they can make original footage look so crystal clear. He's like, I never got into the Beatles, but I liked Wings. That's McCartney's band.
I like Wings.
Okay. I didn't really listen to the Beatles. My mom hated the Beatles.
Oh.
So I never listened to the Beatles. And to this day, Travis will play their songs, and I'm still like...
No, sir.
There may be one or two songs of theirs that I'm okay with, but most of the time I can't stand their shit. Robbie's like, Paul McCartney is annoying, as Luke and Piccolo both gave us Megadeth. And Robbie's like, didn't McCartney make songs with MJ?
He did.
Yes,
he did make a few songs with Michael.
With old Michael Jackson. I don't know which songs, but yes, he did. Blue Thunder.
Did they do Ebony and Ivory?
Ebony
and Ivory were together.
I don't know, honey. You're also
Huh.
wrong person.
Huh. And I
Also
can't remember
in
if
Chat World.
that's
Paul McCartney and
Paul
MJ.
McCartney and MJ.
Or is that somebody else?
I can't remember
It'd
if
be hard for him to do an Ebony, but hey, are you sure he wasn't the Ivory? Just kidding.
Nice.
Sorry. Robbie says we all live in a yellow submarine.
Oh boy.
God.
You know what's funny is that's like a really popular one, but it's not even in their top 10. Right? Like that song. It's good. It's great. I love the Beatles, but I wouldn't put that song in their top 10.
Pickle's like, say, the girl is mine. And Robbie says, say was one song.
I want to know.
That was one song of what Paul McCartney and MJ did together.
Yeah, that song's
fantastic. Is what we're saying. There you go. I have no idea.
Have you not heard that song?
I don't want to listen to it.
Oh.
People like Stevie Wonder.
Is that Ebony and Ivory? Stevie Wonder? Yeah. I love me some Stevie Wonder from the 60s and 70s.
Which is weird, right? Because both guys are both heels basically now. Because Damian's like...
No, Damian's back to a face.
Is
obviously.
he really? He had his meltdown and now he's a face
Baby
again?
face, yeah.
Whatever. Lies. Oh, he almost got Halulu kick in, but didn't quite make it. Oh,
Woo!
Sammy got
Sammy
out.
roll about 1, 2.
Oh, he almost had it.
Almost the most devastating.
The almost devastating fruit roll-ups.
The most devastating
just fall
move
down and
in
roll out of
sports
the ring,
entertainment.
Sammy.
He's like,
He's like, where am I?
where's
are
my
you?"
glasses?
I don't know what's going on. He's
Where's
like,
my social
"No."
security
There,
check?
he did exactly what I expected
Yes.
him to do. He hang on to the ropes and then fell out of the
Now
ring.
fall down and choke him. There you
There you go.
Bam, perfect.
Film's like, do you
Veteran
think
move.
some of the wrestlers who end up got fired come back if there was a possibility? Yes.
Absolutely, they'll be back.
There's some possibilities of some of them will get rehired. You don't know.
We see it
really
all the time. Look at Drew
All the time, a
McIntyre.
lot.
Drew McIntyre disappeared for 5 years, came back, and now he's the Scottish psychopath.
Yeah. Robbie says Bill Withers has some quality songs.
Oh, Bill Withers. I don't know who that is.
Who's Bill Withers? I don't know them. There's only one.
Uh-oh, Damian. There he goes. He's flipping.
He's having his meltdown again. He's going crazy.
Maybe he will get disqualified here.
But he'll
He
retain
is.
his title, huh?
Well, yeah, you can't lose the title on a disqualification.
Robbie's like, I hope Damian loses the title to ham roll.
It's not going to happen. I do
Not
too.
gonna
That would be
happen.
fantastic if it did happen, but he just went crazy. He's going to end it right here.
all bonker butts again.
The Reckoning.
But he didn't get
1,
disqualified.
2, and 3. Sami
just
Zayn
went
got
crazy.
pinned right in the center of the ring.
He went crazy and attacked him, and now he's like, maybe I shouldn't have gone so mad.
He goes dark.
He's like, I don't know where I am. My other personality took over.
Who am I? Where am I?
Blah, blah, blah.
Sucker.
Film says a push or buried or fire at WWE. Who are the 3 stars will be? I don't know, honey.
A push, a bury, and a what?
Fire.
Fire. Well, we'll find out tonight. Boston Theory wins the title.
Robbie says Bill Withers sung Ain't No Sunshine when she's gone.
Ain't no sunshine. Yeah. I like that song.
Pickle says, what's your favorite Thanksgiving side dish? That's a
Oh,
good
those
question.
they're like a sweet potato thing. Yams.
Yams. Travis really likes yams.
Sweet potato pie and a shook
Maple
my
syrup
mouth.
yams. Or honey yams, or however I made. Honey and walnuts, I think, is how I made them for you, huh? Film says, I hope Bliss comes back as the goddess.
He's a big loser.
He's a big loser. I'm the future. And the future's right now.
He checked his wristband instead of his watch.
That is his watch, because he's not very smart.
He's going to get a selfie as the new WWE champion. I mean, they can't get goofier, right? I mean, he's already goofy, but Big E's the goofiest.
Right? Film says, no, I'm asking you guys who you would see be pushed or buried or fired. Who would the 3 stars that you chose will be? We understood the assignment. It's just a matter of...
I mean, who I'd like to see get buried or who isn't getting buried. Because, I mean, obviously, Xavier Woods would be fantastic to be buried.
But
Big
wouldn't it be
E.
better if he was fired?
I don't know if I'd want to see Big E fired, though.
No, not Big E. I'm talking Woods. Woods fired.
Right.
It was like potatoes. It's a favorite Thanksgiving side dish.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the
Deviled
mashed
eggs.
potatoes. Deviled eggs are pretty good.
I would say it's probably one of my favorite Thanksgiving side dishes.
I like stuffing, but I can't eat that stuff anymore.
Robbie says Damian is a B-Tech Baron Corbin when he was the lone wolf. Pickle says, I think a corn dressing casserole my mom makes. Corn dressing casserole.
Sounds fantastic.
Sounds pretty delicious.
Obviously,
is it made out
Roman
of,
Reigns-
Like, is it made with corn?
Roman Reigns gets the
or
push.
is it made with like cornbread?
Who would I like to see get released? Probably
People's like,
Xavier Woods. I'd like to
deviled
see
eggs.
Xavier Woods take a hike because the New Day's done anyways.
Yeah,
They've kind of split all 3 of them in different directions.
a little bit. Kofi got injured though, so that's why we haven't seen him.
Right.
Ayla says, send it over, Fat Lisa.
And what was the third option?
Fire, push,
Oh, just somebody that's hot.
buried.
Fire. We'll go with Charlotte. I don't know.
Fire Charlotte.
Oh, wait, firing Charlotte? I thought
Or
it was
push.
fire like hot.
No, like fire.
Oh, push.
Push
Ah.
them, bury them, or fire them.
Right. Yeah, fire's obviously Woods. Push them. What was the other one?
Buried.
Oh, buried. Bury Big E and push Roman. There. Just keep it.
Keep it
Right.
how it should be. No, I'm just kidding. So, Piccola, you got to tell me about this corn dressing casserole your mom makes, because that sounds way interesting. Not kidding. That sounds way intriguing to me. I don't make that stuff anymore. Travis's grandma used to eat that stuff, but she passed away this
Yeah.
year. So
She passed away in June.
I won't be making anything like that for anybody. I made it was like an apple stuffing. Do you remember that apple stuffing I made that one year?
Yeah.
They all die fighting. cut out, so supposedly they cut out all the other Spider-Mans out of that movie. Like, even though it goes back in time with all the other Spider-Mans, they take them out of it.
Yeah. That was the Octa guy, the guy that had all the 8 legs or whatever. Yeah. He was in it, but it was the original one. Yeah. And then they can't have all the different Spider-Mans. Wouldn't make any sense.
Piccolo says she uses cornmeal, a loaf of bread, a stalk of celery, and canned corn. I think she may cut some giblets in it too.
Right.
I could see her doing that. That's usually how people used to make their stuffing, is that they would take the bird innards and they would cook them and then they'd put it in the stuffing.
Wow, what time do we got left? About a half hour?
Done.
No. Wow, Austin Theory's not going to have enough time to win this. Unless it's a fruit roll-up.
Yeah, but doubtful.
Yeah, Big E's going to walk away with this.
So, Piccola, is that like a Filipino type dish? Is that something like that's made in the Philippines? Because it kind of sounds like something that you guys would make there. Just out of curiosity, they do make some pretty interesting, different stuff.
Right.
I mean, it sounds something like it's kind of like the stuff that they make in Korea. They make this, they make cheesy corn in Korea, and it looks so good. And I found a recipe, and I've just never made it, but it looks so good. You, like, take corn, and you cook it, and you put, like, mozzarella cheese and spices in it. It looks delicious. I've never tried it, but... Film says this is only a theory from myself. 1. Vince McMahon is going to give the WWE Universe an Easter egg to figure out what will happen in 2022, or 2, we'll start a Monday Night Wars. Ayla says, hopefully I can get a house close by so we can have holidays at my house. You know, at some point it won't matter where you're at.
So they just signed a 3-year extension with the Special Olympics.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
Oh, good for them. Thumb says, I believe in number 2. And Picole's like, nope, not really.
She called
cool.
I'm pretty sure she called it a commitment, but I don't think you would want to use
so
those
it's
words.
Just something that she just, like, from a family recipe then, I guess? No. Not really a Filipino recipe.
Austin Theory.
Or something that she decided to try and it just stuck. There's, like, things that you do and, you know, like you make in your whatever, and that's just what you do.
Austin Theory is what would happen if you took Finn Balor and put some weight on him and some height.
Yeah.
You just blow up Finn Balor to the next level.
His selfie with Austin Theory's selfie with Mr. McMahon and his egg.
Big E looked like he in the trench coat mafia. Oh, Seth is coming down. Could change things, right? Seth could get in.
But is he coming down just to watch, or is he coming down to, like...
Right. This is what's going to cost.
See, he's in his suit now. Yep. He's not there to wrestle. See?
Looking fantastic in his suit.
I told you. It's only because he's wrestling is he wearing weird stuff. Piccolo's like, nope, not really. Possibly from my aunties. Just not exactly sure if it's an authentic dish. Oh, okay, cool. And Ravi says, balut is a Filipino delicacy, so I'm told, haha. As Piccolo says, balut, you had it before, Robbie? What is it? It sounds weird. What is it?
Austin Theory. I never seen him as a big guy. He's bigger than Big E. That's pretty funny. Taller than Big E.
He's a little bit taller. Not much, but a little. So I found a recipe, an Indian recipe that somebody made in the crock pot of butter chicken. I was like, I should probably make that. I just didn't want to make it not in something easy. I was like, Piccolo, it's egg embryo, ain't it? And Piccolo says, if you Google, it may gross you out.
Yeah, no thanks.
Is it the babies in the eggs? Like they
where
cook
they're
them?
like almost
like
ready.
They're almost like ready to hatch, and they cook them. Is that it? Is that the one?
Austin Theory.
The egg embryos.
Look at that, reach behind.
And they like bake them.
All right, Austin Theory, throw it into the ropes.
I've watched that one dude.
You got about 12 minutes for this match to happen.
What was that channel?
Forgetting
Channel
Foods or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, the Discovery Channel, and the guy who went to different countries and ate weird stuff, he would eat that stuff. I didn't know it was a Filipino thing, though. I had no idea. But yeah, I probably would never
Do
be
you
able to
eat chicken lungs and ovaries and stuff? Because that was on the same episode.
I'm pretty sure. Most places eat everything.
Yeah, that was.
It's just America that's weird.
Lungs and ovaries were like a big one.
Like, it's very like.
Here, it's against the law.
Well, yeah, because they.
Because that's where the flus and stuff can come from.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if they eat them cooked. That's the other thing.
Oh, I don't know.
Sometimes they eat some of that stuff raw. And so that's kind of why it's like, it's kind of terrifying.
I love Seth's coat. I would wear that.
Would you?
Oh, absolutely.
He'd wear his plaid coat. I don't know if it's
Oh! Austin Theory might have just got broken in half by the big guy. Uh-oh.
Why did the lights go out? That's
Kevin
weird.
Owens is coming down.
Oh, it is Kevin Owens. What?
Kevin Owens coming down.
Seth is like, this isn't good. Why are you getting blown up over there?
Kenna's telling me to answer something. I don't know what question she's asking.
Robbie says, I like lamb's heart and chicken liver. Do you cook them? Pass on both. Texture. It's a texture. Whoa. Holy crap, that is a weird... Have you seen his move?
I did not.
Rewind it just for 2 seconds. Real quick.
Hello?
Watch this. Watch that.
And down. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
I don't know what's trick. What up?
What are you doing?
Our show.
Watching a commercial. Missy says, here comes Pepper.
You are finally on the show. Look. Look, you're on the show.
Philip says, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to miss Mandy Rose's blonde hair, but I like the new look. However, and Piccolo says, in poorer countries, we do eat everything. Don't waste any parts of the pig, fish, etc. Yes.
Hi. Hello. A bunch of people back there. Hi.
Hi!
What am I showing?
Hey! Hi!
It's the Brat Pack.
It is the Brat Pack happening.
What?
They gave me dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate is good. I had some chocolate today. It was really delicious. It's called Wilbur chocolate from like Pennsylvania.
Wilbur.
Wilbur. It was freaking good. The lady at work, she orders it every year when they live back in Pennsylvania. That's what the chocolate that they would get. And she ordered 5 pounds of milk chocolate and 5 pounds of semi.
Do you remember when you two tried to finish off a giant 5-pound candy bar?
Yes, it was amazing. We didn't get very far.
Naxos ate it.
He did, and he didn't die. It was amazing. It's probably what gave him seizures. Just kidding. Robbie's like, yeah, fried lamb's heart with seasonings is decent in a roll.
I would eat that.
That's interesting. And Pickle says it may be a delicacy. So probably is kind of a delicacy.
Wrestling dolls. What? What?
Those guys are black.
What guys?
Those guys are black.
I
That's what you showed me.
that's a white guy.
One of them was, but the other one was white.
Oh, was it Kofi?
Speaking
Robbie,
of black people, I went to the lawn shop for the first time today.
Yeah.
Robbie says, so Austin Theory jobbing to Big E. How does that work? Ha ha. Well, he did get a chance, right? So, I mean, whatever that means.
Who lives in the ghetto?
Devon.
Devon lives in the ghetto. Well, that's nice.
Just turn your volume up, Dad.
Well, I'm live on the air and it's all the way up.
Oh.
I can hear you better now. It wasn't all the way, but it was like 2 clicks away.
Yeah, I got to meet Devon's mom. She's also black.
Right?
Nice.
That's okay.
So I'm glad she's a human. It's good to know. Good to know he's not adopted.
Yeah. He has a sister too.
Yeah.
His dog's also black, which is cool.
Yes.
We're not quite getting to any of the other colors of the rainbow.
He has a black cat, but he also has 2 white ones.
Yes.
So he's like inclusivity.
Yeah.
He's very inclusive with his
Yep.
With
friends
felines.
That one.
friends of feline.
Yep.
Pickle is laughing, and Film's like, poor Austin Theory. I don't know. He's getting a chance, right? He's beating on Big E. He's not doing too bad. Seth can't help himself. He really wants to go over there and kick Kevin Owens' butthole.
I don't want food.
No,
I
not
don't
food.
want food. Who wants to eat food at 9 o'clock?
Don't press your food.
Oh, that's
on
right.
me.
You don't have school tomorrow, huh? It's a holiday. Holiday.
Is she out the rest
Celebrate.
of this week?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They do that. They are here too.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't think that they did that here. I thought that they made him go to school until like the
Here they
day
normally
before.
do, but they didn't. I noticed there was no kids there today.
Weird.
Big E
Not learning. That's weird.
throwing Austin Theory around.
In
Bam.
my day. No, I'm just kidding.
Can you see Big E up there, sweetie?
I can. What's that guy's name that's in red that's sitting in a chair?
Seth Rollins.
In the suit or the other guy in the red shirt? That's Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens is out there, and then Seth Rollins.
The guy that's getting his ass beat right now is Austin Theory.
Yes, you don't know him.
He's a new guy. Nobody cares about him.
Oh, drop toe hold.
Although he is trying very hard to win.
Theory rolling
Oh.
drop kick.
Big E is thick.
Yes, he's very thick.
He's thick. He's thick boy.
He got
Thick.
a big booty.
Big booty. Got a big old booty.
Phil's like, no school on a holiday. Yeah, those are the best. Robbie's like, Austin just jobbing. He was never going to win the title.
No, I don't
What?
see it happening.
He's totally going to win. What are you talking about, Robbie? He's a winner.
It is cool to see Austin Theory getting a big push, though.
He's a total winner.
Oh, Big E runs right into a knee.
Did he or did the knee run into him?
I think we're just going to embarrass McKenna. 1, 2, and... Oh.
Oh.
She's
Oh.
all...
He sucks.
She's all watching wrestling.
He sucks butthole. He's bad. He's not good at all. Seth. He's like, I was
like
doing
his suit.
okay. I got attacked by a fan earlier. It was quite traumatizing.
Yeah, a fan jumped in and attacked the guy in that plaid suit.
Dad, you can flip the camera around so you can see my face and what you're recording.
I don't know how to do that.
Look on the screen and then find around at the bottom.
Ooh,
I got it. There we go.
Seth gave the distraction and attacked Big E. Why
All
would
right,
you
there
want
it is.
Austin to win.
Austin Theory at the neck breaker. Well, he's just easier to pin.
Oh, he broke his arm. He's broken.
What is Seth doing in the ring?
Like this. This is fake.
You don't like it because it's fake? Every TV movie you've ever seen is fake.
Understand. What's a sensitive subject for you?
It's not sensitive for me. Seth and Kevin Owens are getting in a fight on the
Austin
outside.
Theory's all distracted on the
Why isn't
outside.
he paying
what
attention?
is going on? Why are we having an upset here?
Well, Big E's going to win because Austin's not paying attention.
Yeah, there it is.
Big ending. It's over.
And done.
Dad,
He
I
landed
just
all
thought of
weird.
something.
What?
Show what you're recording on the camera,
Yeah?
and then people can watch.
Yeah, I can't do that. That would be a felony. Just kidding. I'd
Yeah,
probably get
copyright.
banned.
You don't want to get
Don't you
banned.
like,
We've done that before. It sucked.
What?
Robbie says,
Don't
D,
you get,
you're
like,
more
struck,
of a winner
like-
than Theory. Aw,
Yeah, I got in
thanks.
trouble.
Film's like, okay, Miss D and Travis, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. If not, definitely Friday. Bye, you guys rock. Thanks, Film. Piccolo's like, it's all about Seth. And as Robbie
Uh-oh.
says, Seth and KO, let's go.
Kevin Owens
Phil's
spills to
like,
the outside,
bye.
but look behind, Biggie.
Oh, he caught him, and he's like, no.
Oh, Seth having a rough night.
It was because he wasn't in his wrestling attire. If he would have been in his wrestling attire, he probably wouldn't have gotten, hurt like that or used a whatever on
Or
him.
whatever you want to call it.
Some dumb move in his stomach hole.
In his stomach hole.
Phil's like, bye, and Pepper Owens is like, I'm out of here.
We're off. like a prom dress.
Yeah, he left. Left Seth to get beat up. Austin Theory just melted into nothing. Who knows where the hell he went. He's like, who wants me to have so bad? Look at me. Ooh, look, a replay.
Big E got to start being tough again after he lost last night.
Loser.
He's 1-0. And the new Big E's 1-0.
Something like that, anyways.
How many viewers? Like right now or normally?
God Flesh just says goodnight, and Luna says see you soon. Yes. Yes, everybody. See you soon.
We are definitely going away. How much time's left?
A second.
1 more minute.
Not even a full minute. 15 seconds. Fire says this is a better ending than the pay-per-view on Sunday. And Lieutenant Martha says, I have off-duty week of this week. Sweet. No duty for you.
No duty.
Don't give the duty. All right.
I remember when McKenna was little, and she'd come and she'd talk about the duty around her school because it was a lady that walked around the outside. I always laughed. The duty.
She's like, I don't understand.
I don't know why that's funny. Oh, you'll find out later.
Child who learned to say threshold for her first word.
Dad, I was in 8th grade. I knew what that meant.
Duty.
Duty. Pico says, have a great holiday. May see you on Wednesday. All right,
will
Pico,
be here.
If we don't see you on Wednesday, have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family. I hope you have a great time. Be safe out there, everybody. All right. Thanks so much for watching Wrestling Gab with us and Monday Night Raw. We're going to be back on Wednesday for Wednesday Night Dynamite for AEW the day before Thanksgiving. If you celebrate said holiday with eating food and getting fat. All right. Thanks, everybody, again for watching with us. If we don't see you, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We'll definitely see you on Friday then. And we're leaving.
All right, everybody. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. See you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye.